Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with a new episode and we will be discussing a lot regarding Arsenal's loss against Manchester United, where we handed over the cup tie to them. Then Liverpool dropping points in dramatic manner. Man City bottling a lead in spite of having all the power in their hand, and most importantly, Chelsea being who they are. Chelsea. Welcome to this team. Let me introduce today's panel once again. Arush, Parth. How are you guys? How are you guys feeling?
Good, good, man,
Much
good.
better.
Much better. Yeah, that's true. Why much
Yeah.
better, Parth? Is it because you're in Germany or is it
Uh,
because
After
of the
last week's results, where City, Liverpool, and Chelsea smashed their respective opponents, and when we failed to beat United, it was all doom and gloom. And then it turns
Mhm.
out every team other than us draws, and we pick up some steam in the title race. So yeah, it was all good.
Fair enough. Arush, how have you been?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Of course, that we've won, and actually, we've capitalized on all our rivals dropping points is a very unique thing for Arsenal Football Club. So it's been a
That
good
is true.
week. We beat our North London rivals in a good
Mhm.
manner, and things are looking good if we sign a couple of players.
Mhm. Speaking of good things that are happening around, let's just have a small recap of what exactly happened in the game week with our arch rivals who could potentially be the ones that we fight for the title. First up, we have Manchester City. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the game, but I thought Manchester City were through to win the game. I even switched off this team and went to the other games like just see like why not? Out of nowhere, by the time it was like 90 minutes done, City bottled the 2-0 lead. Like, did you guys get to watch the entire game?
Uh,
I watched the game in patches. Like I watched 20
Yeah.
minutes of it, and in
Okay.
that time, I think it was Visa's chance, which was cleared off the goal line by I think it was Ake. So I
Mm-hmm.
watched that part, and when I tuned into Fatma to check the score, it was like it was 2-0, and then within
Right.
15 minutes it became 2-2, and Gordon's brace went in vain. So yeah, that's
Mm.
that. But again, crazy team, very good forwards, and they counter very well. I mean,
Right.
if there's two I can count on to be destructive on counters, it is Forest and then it's Brentford, quality teams.
Mm. Yeah. Can I? Am I still audible?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we need to ask Brentford another favor this coming weekend against Liverpool. Liverpool will be traveling to Brentford's home. I think Brentford have it in them to get a result, but we'll get to that point later. Okay. So that has been Manchester
yeah.
City. Next, Liverpool, the team that we are trying to chase down to win the title. Them dropping points against Forest, and Forest being in the title race as well, being in third position, is not something I've had in my yearly bingo for sure. What did you guys think about the game?
I mean, to be honest, it was
Arush,
a very exciting game with um how much actually Liverpool attacked and Nottingham defended so well,
Mm,
especially that of
mm,
Matt Sells and Murillo, who had a fantastic game again. So it was a good game, to be honest.
right.
Obviously it's good when your rivals drop points. So it actually was a
Mm-hmm.
game which had a moment where Jota scored from a set piece, which was actually controversial according to some. But again,
Right.
it is what it is, to be honest. And it is good that we are
Mm-hmm.
slowly catching up to them, and the lead is
Mm,
only like what, 4 points now, I guess. So yeah, slowly but
the
yeah.
steadily
games
we
Yeah.
are
should be
for.
making it.
Mm. And
But they
honestly,
they
I don't.
started to
Yeah.
look
Go ahead.
tired now. They've started to look tired now after all the hard work they've been putting in over the last games. And
Mm,
it was I think Gravenberch started to play centre back in the second half. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
they're tired and Gravenberch looked
Mm,
a shadow of himself. I mean, they still attack
mm-hmm.
because that is who are known to do. But I think
Mm.
they were
Yeah.
attacking well. But Nottingham, in my opinion, was comfortable in defending. I mean, they just sat in a low block. They were just blocking
Mm,
everything that was put in the box. Murillo,
right.
Milenkovic, and Marcel. Incredible, incredible
Mm,
games.
true, true. And I don't think the game deserved to end in a 1-1. I thought somebody will make a winner in the end. It felt more like a Forest win that could potentially come than a Liverpool win. So I
Yeah.
don't know, just my opinion, or just that could be
With
biased in my
Liverpool,
life.
with Liverpool just pushing all men forward and Nottingham getting chances to counter, it was likely that they
Mm,
could have gotten the goal. But it was like Hudson-Odoi ran out of steam, and so did Gibbs White.
mm,
So it was unlikely,
mm,
but the result, in my opinion, is fair.
mm. True, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, the team that said they were not in the title race ended up
Are actually
drawing
not in the
another.
title.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Chelsea.
a team manifesting a thing like they're not in the title race and it coming to fruition.
It's true. And this game, I think they were lucky to draw. In my humble opinion, I think they were lucky to draw because Bournemouth were clinical and they did miss a few chances. But I think
Yeah.
Bournemouth genuinely deserved to go and win it at Stamford Bridge. Did you guys get to catch the game or was it just the highlights?
Just the highlights.
Uh,
Just the highlights.
yeah. I caught the highlights and I looked at some of the opinions on YouTube, and
Mm,
also they were like Chelsea was good in the first half and was
mm,
not good in the second half. So
Cole
right.
Palmer especially.
that explains everything. Yeah. And
Mm, mm,
Nicholas Jackson, Darwin Nunez, Kai Havertz for their respective clubs do the same thing every game. They do everything right, bar the finish. That's what's been happening with Chelsea. And now
mm,
it was Jackson who was touted to be as one of the best strikers in the league. And now it's like, yeah,
mm.
please ban him, he can't score. So yeah, that's how it goes.
Fair enough, fair enough. And I thought this one, they do need a striker. They started playing João Felix as a striker, and the number of wingers that they've been linked with, which we'll come to
He's on vacation,
in
but
a bit.
he's not playing
But yes,
striker.
yeah,
But yeah,
and
Joao Felix is the new
talking about
Alvaro Morata. Money laundering scheme. Pro Max.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, uh, there is the talent for sure. It's just yeah, I mean, it's up to him probably to realize if, how and when he's going to like
Yeah.
pop up. But yeah, it is what it is. And coming to speaking of Magic and who needs to step up, I think Manchester United's Amad Diallo. This
yeah,
kid is incredible, incredible. Like I didn't get to watch the game because I woke up late. I saw the score was 1-0 Southampton leading. I couldn't believe my eyes. I went back to Twitter, just saw
I,
I just saw how they concluded. It was from a set piece. And you had Gary Neville saying the entire week, oh, he hates Nicholas Jover, how he has to come out, and I think that's pure jealousy in my opinion. And then we concede from a set piece. But then after that, United have been shit the entire game. I thought Southampton, if they were a little bit clinical, they could have scored at least three or four
yeah,
more goals,
100%.
and that costed them the game in the end.
I
And then
mean,
Ramsdale,
3-1 is doing nothing else but flattering United, man. That game
mm,
should have been won by Southampton if they had an ounce of shame. I mean, Southampton outplayed United again. The thing is, you put in performances against Liverpool and
mm,
Arsenal, but then again
mm,
you go on and put that kind of a show in at Old Trafford. I mean,
mm,
that's just the sign of an inconsistent team. I mean, yeah, they won 3-1, and it was all Amad Diallo because none of the players decided to step up. It was, let's
absolutely.
be fair, it was Oxy and Amad, but their
mm,
midfield is not good. Their midfield gets
true,
overrun every single game. And the defense,
mm,
again, the kind of football they want to play, the right centre backs are not good. I mean,
mm,
they can
mm,
defend, but being right centre backs in a three at the back, you are meant to do a lot more, which I think they're not adept to do, and it will take some time for them to, understand the system and put up performances week in, week out. But it will take time, and it was good that Diallo bailed them out because it wasn't looking lovely.
Yeah.
true,
Talking
true.
about wide centre backs, even Euro got absolutely cooked by
Euro, yeah,
Kamaldeen Sulemana
Oh,
the whole game.
Suleiman.
Sulemana.
But you can't do much against pacey wingers who like to
Mm,
preach onto space.
mm,
But it was a lucky one to be honest. I just caught up the highlights, but
mm,
their midfield, like Path said, was absolutely nowhere. I don't know what Minu was
true.
doing, and United for fans are equally calling him out for that as well.
mm,
So
mm.
it is an inconsistent side that is looking to build onto things, and they are maybe in a verge of a turnover with the players they're linked to and they want to sell, especially that of Garnacho and all.
I do know that
Uh,
they go to like I mean they're open to selling their academy players to make up some profit. But do you guys honestly think Amaron is the manager to take United to the next stage, like how Eric Ten Hag failed to?
Next stage, probably not all the way.
Hmm. Because I honestly feel Ole has done a good enough job to bring back the morale, the team. I think the crowd to back behind the team and all of that. And I thought they needed a kickstart from there. Eric Ten Hag completely went back close like 10 to 15 steps of beyond whatever Ole has built for United, right? So do you guys think Amaron has a job to like do something like Ole, where he needs to rebuild the team, bring back the morale, make sure the fans are behind it, or do you think he'll take it all the way through?
I personally don't think. I mean, the case with Oli was that, they were in trenches back then. It was
Oh.
Oli who came up with a simplistic approach to football. It was just counter and defend. And that is what United excels at. And what Amorim is trying to do right now is he is trying to make them play possession-based football, which, in my opinion, none of their players are adept to do. And
Mm,
when that happens and the kind of results they've had, I mean, they were 12th, 13th in the table. And with the
mm,
teams, I mean, I would not say that United is a bad team, but there
mm,
are teams that are much, much, much better than them, and they're sitting in ninth and 10th. So it's more like the others, with them won't draw. And even if they
mm,
rise, I don't think they can catch up with the good teams or the elite ones just yet. It would take them 2 to 3 seasons to,
mm.
start competing for the title or at least to start competing for top four.
Yeah,
I just had to like this thing, and as always, we have blessings from Mr. Ayush, Mr. Ayush
he's
Lala.
always here,
Con
bro.
Congratulations on winning the league, boys.
Okay,
Sure,
man.
sure, sure. I mean,
Congratulations on renewing Trent, Van Dijk's, and Salah's contracts. And congratulations in advance for battering Brentford. I mean, I saw you're winning like 3-0, 4-0 something. So incredible.
mhm. Like, Ayush, I know if you're still on stream, but do you guys think you can beat Brentford at their home? Because I think it'll be a tough match.
I
I'm
mean, Man
sure
City
he's.
weren't able to do that at their home, so
Mhm.
it is a big
And
game.
Man City drew points, I mean, drop points against Everton as well, so you never know. But yeah, it is for
And
another
I'm,
day.
I'm not even
Mm,
lying, Man City's defense does not look good. I mean, every single
mm,
one of the defenders is susceptible to
mm,
defending easy chances, man. Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, they've not been doing well. And
mm, mm.
with who they're signing now, like it's Kusanov and Vittoris, they are guys for the
Yeah.
future. They won't
Mm,
start
mm,
from for them straight away. So
mm,
True.
they're in a sort of a rebuild right now, but
yeah,
again, they'll have to make some big signings because
mm,
A
the
mm.
rebuild that I
ones who
think they
held
should
their
have
own for so
started
long,
earlier.
who?
So,
I think a rebuild that they should have started a bit earlier,
Yeah,
considering
yeah, yeah, yeah,
how
season
aged their
ago, yeah,
players
yeah,
were.
mm,
yeah.
mm. And Mr. Ayush says that it'll be a tough game if Jota not available for the game.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember
yeah.
I went on Lala's stream the other day and he mentioned how Jota, if we want to win the league, Jota has to be one of those guys to be actually available throughout the season. And I couldn't agree more because
Mm,
how
Yeah.
consistent he is with his performances,
so,
playing the game off the bench also, he is
mm,
that clutch player, and we've seen how much he can cause danger to Arsenal itself because every time he used to play us during our banter era, he used to actually score
Yeah,
goals and
it
we
was,
used to actually
yeah,
so,
tremble to him. So he is one of
okay,
those
okay.
guys that
it
they have to
was
look up to
Firmino.
if Salah isn't firing.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from
Uh,
Salah, it is only Jota who's the second most clinical forward. I mean, all of the
mm,
others, Gakpo is playing well, but he's sort of a hit and miss.
mm,
Darwin Nunez, yeah, the fan base has lost faith in him. And Luis
mm,
Diaz, I think he's being played in a wrong position. Like he's starting as striker, and he's been playing most of his games there. and I think
mm.
his favored position is left wing, which currently Gakpo is taken. So yeah, that's that.
Mm.
Uh, but don't you guys think like Luis Diaz is getting more involved in the game, of playing that role as that striker's position with Gakpo on the left and like both of them interchanging the positions and then like because most of the time actually that's what's been happening. I know Luis Diaz starts as a center forward with Gakpo on the left wing, but I think as the game progresses, it's like Jesus and Martinelli switching places or something like
But
that, and it kind of
I
works for
think
them. Yeah.
that's more efficient if Nunes starts as a CF alongside
Uh,
one of Gakpo or
Yeah,
Luis Diaz
yeah,
because
mm,
slots dynamics always show how his left winger cuts inside mainly out of position as well. Like you
mm,
see Trent getting the ball, but Luis Diaz isn't holding the touchline, but he's rather inwards next to the center back and between the right back as well. So I
right.
think that's
Right.
where Luis Diaz is a better player and
Mm,
Gakpo, I think he's better in terms of close spaces and how he can
right.
score goals from that angle. And he
Mm,
tried a lot of shots versus Nottingham, right? Yeah, Nottingham.
mm,
And yeah, it is quite close to being a winner for them.
mm.
yeah.
One last question: do you
Agreed.
guys think the winter curse is about to hit Salah?
What?
Because- do you
Yeah.
think the Christmas curse is going to hit Salah? Because I
I mean,
think
it
this,
currently is. So
I mean, the game against Forest, I couldn't believe it. He didn't have any shots on
No,
target, if I'm not wrong.
this was his first game where he could register a goal or assist since his Christmas post. So yeah,
Mm,
damn.
if you consider the Forest game to be a start, fair enough, but I don't think it's affecting him in any way, shape, or form.
true, true, true.
Hmm.
But yeah, uh, all that is fine. But this is what exactly happened before the game week against our North London
Was
rivals.
this part of the script?
Yeah, this is part. I mean, losing to United or handing over the game to United. Which one are you talking about? Because I
Talking
honestly
about
do
the
not.
game on this.
Yeah, talking about the game, yeah, for sure. There's no way we're going to skip this important fixture. We're trying to be a channel that talks about everything as much as possible. So yeah, we got to be professional. We got to be there to talk about the things that
Yeah,
even when we lose. Uh, FA Cup game. Our white jersey signifies no violence, but the kind of torture it
Performances.
has, the kind of torture that the team has put all their fans through while wearing the jersey that signifies non-violence. It has been a torture. I do not know where to start with. I do not know if any conversation regarding this will be enough. How about you guys start? Arish, go ahead. Start with something because I do not know where to go with this.
I mean, it was quite a dominant game in which you would come to a conclusion that Arsenal didn't deserve to win firstly, and neither did
Mm,
United deserve to win as well. But
mm,
it was again those frustrating events in which we couldn't be clinical in front of goal. We didn't take enough chances. We were very wasteful with our chances, and
mm,
all of the above. But
mm,
what really hurt me was the fact that how close we were to winning this game and
mm,
how United think that they've actually dominated us in every aspect just because of the penalty shootout win. It is
mm,
actually questionable. But
mm.
the fact it's a good win for them. They deserve the win. I mean, they didn't deserve the win, but okay, it's fair enough that they've won a game in which we were wasteful.
I think the
But
only player who deserved that win are the two people who are on screen. One is Declan Rice from Arsenal, who deserved Arsenal to win, and one is United goalkeeper because he was literally the
yeah,
star of
yeah.
the show. Against Tottenham, people said, "Oh, they have another shit second goalkeeper," but this dude, two penalty saves and then two close-up saves as well. Brilliant. Yeah,
mm,
go on, Arf, go on.
no, I'm done. Parth.
So yeah, the thing is, it was just a blueprint for all Arsenal losses. You know, you dominate the ball, you dominate the chances, you do not
Mm,
give the opponent a sniff of your goal. You concede a chance from
mm,
nowhere, you concede a goal, you try your
mm,
best to score a goal, the goal never arrives. I mean, yeah, it did, but the winner never arrives. And so yeah,
mm,
that's that. It was the perfect Arsenal draw script which could not be achieved because the match had to go in extra time and then penalties. So yeah, I mean the other
mm,
thing is, would I say United deserve to win the match? I would say no because
mm,
I mean, United dug deep. They did not give
mm,
up. But yeah, that's that. I mean, a game like this finishes 4-1, 5-1 any other day.
mm,
So it was more about Arsenal not winning the game, Arsenal losing the game rather than United winning
mm,
it. So yeah, I
mm,
put it that
mm.
way. And if United fans think that this is the game that got them back on track, yeah, congratulations.
I
What?
mean,
There's nothing else I can say. I mean,
I mean,
congratulations, yeah, man. You're winning the league. Congratulations.
I mean, that's what uh, ah,
I know
The
Havertz
what you're
had.
the
saying.
thing is, you know,
I know what you're
the
saying.
thing is, they'll call me salty for saying that, okay, United didn't deserve to win. I mean, they didn't. But it
Mm,
is what it is. Games
mm,
like these happen, which have been happening with us for quite
mm.
some time now. And
Yeah,
I hope we sign an attacker so at least that issue goes off.
hmm
That's it.
because
I mean, yeah,
all Arsenal had to do, I mean, all Havertz had to do was move his pinky toe. His pinky toe was enough to tap in and get that. And then he had Odegaard. He created chances, I agree. But he had chances where he could have scored it himself, and he's kind of lost them. Uh,
it's
and then,
actually quite
mm,
an absurd fact that we had like what 8.23 XG in like three matches, the
mm, mm,
Brighton game, the United game, and the one before that, and we just managed one goal out of those 14 and 50
Yeah.
shots, and it came
mm,
from
mm.
Gabriel, who is our center back and our best goal scorer currently. So it is very hurtful to be honest, because if
Yeah.
the attackers don't do the minute of job of kicking the ball in the goal, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how this team is going to process in the fixtures that are coming forward. But the
Oh, yeah.
Tottenham game, of course, was a
Mm,
different say.
Agreed. I mean, like, Magalhaes was our cleanest finisher against United. And that was also some deflection, if I'm not wrong. Was it a deflection or
Yeah,
was it just a clean
yeah,
strike?
it was, it was.
If
It was a
another thing
deflection.
is if you don't shoot, you don't score. It's as simple as that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, we kept
And there
shooting and yet
was
we didn't score anything, so that's a different story.
and our reliance on crosses again, which was very annoying because
Mm,
United, you knew that we weren't taking shots, especially from central progression. Central
mm,
progression was alive for some time. It died out very soon. No one
mm,
could pick out the runs that Havertz was making, and Odegaard had to drop deeper. So no one
mm,
took that role until maybe Rice came forward. But the
mm,
fact that we didn't take shots from central zones, it made it so easy for United to just put everyone at the back, play a
mm,
cross inside, and it's
mm.
obvious that they can outnumber us and just head the ball away. And we saw Maguire and Delhi do just that.
True,
So
true.
that was one of the things that I saw in the game that we could have actually worked out in the run in.
And you
Another
know,
sad moment. Yeah.
this is the exact same thing we did against Newcastle. When we just seemed to run out of ideas and we started to
Mm,
cross in balls from any stupid angle. I mean, it might give you a goal, a lucky goal, but that's not, you know, you aren't creating clear chances by just crossing the ball
mm,
in, knowing that there's no one to head it in. I mean, we were
mm.
crossing into Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard. I mean, come on, give me a break. What are we even doing? It doesn't even make any sense.
And then we lost Jesus midway, and then another moment came in the end of the game. I mean, end of the game, end of 90, I think, where Tierney made that run on the left,
Yeah,
crossed in a
that cross
superb
was.
ball. Yeah,
There's
and
no
that
Yeah,
was
one making the run in the box.
exactly that was a
sometimes I
moment where
just
you could see, yeah,
yeah,
we're
sometimes I
lacking
just wish
runners
that
even in the box.
we keep like a traditional crosser who's like very good at it from fullback area.
Yeah.
Someone like an
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Robinson or a Milos
Mm-hmm.
Kerkez or someone like that. Or just keep Tierney, man. He's so good at it. But nah, we need
Yeah,
inverted type shit now.
true, true. But an honest question to you guys. And I know other fans who have said, who have given me their opinions. Did you guys think the refereeing was very biased towards Arsenal?
I do think. But I think
Mm,
it was not about more about bias, but it was about stopping the
Yeah.
tempo of the game, which no one actually managed to say it out. It was
mm,
basically to accommodate both sides into creating lesser chances with the way the amount of fouls that were given. Yeah, it
mm,
was in favor of Arsenal, I'll agree, but it wasn't that special to like give a treatment that oh we played with the 12th man who was that referee. I don't know what his name was. But it
mm,
wasn't that yeah. I don't know what to say, man. It was
I
normal to
mean,
be
the
honest.
the thing was, you know, he was giving fouls, but he was
mm,
giving yellow cards for fouls that were not worthy of yellow cards. I mean, there were
mm,
more cynical fouls which were
mm,
not carded. You know,
mm,
it's just if you try to introduce a stop and start nature to a game of
mm,
this magnitude,
mm,
tempers would rise. And that is exactly what was happening. I mean, if you say that the referee had an Arsenal bias, that's bullshit because
mm,
let's just say that the referees don't know how to referee a game and they're not
mm,
adept enough to referee at the highest level, which happens, which
mm,
we see each and every week. It was
mm,
mostly against in the initial part of the season. Now it's happening to
mm,
United. It's happened to
mm,
Liverpool. It's happened to
mm,
Chelsea. So
mm,
that the only issue that here that exists is the quality of the referees, and it's not about favoring a team because it could have
mm,
easily gone against us, and we would have been saying the same thing because it is
mm,
honestly ridiculous that referees would have a bias in favor of us because that clearly has
mm.
not been the case from the start to this part of the season. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Yes, true. Because some of the fouls or some of the times where he will like stop the game to give the other team an advantage, I was shocked. Like, bro, first of all, there is no VAR, right? You need to be very, very good at giving your decisions. You can't just overturn a
Mm.
situation. And did it affect? Definitely, because there was that one key moment, where Jesus fell on Bruno, and the foul
Yeah.
was not even given
Yeah,
to United.
that was
I thought it was a clear free kick
It
for
was a clear foul,
United.
yeah.
It was a clear foul, and then yeah, I don't know what happened. You could call it karma or something. Jesus went and tore his ACL on his other foot. Right, that's what happened, which took a situation to even a more dire situation regarding our transfers and all, which will come and talk
yeah.
about that later. But yeah, another question was, did you guys think it? Wait. Oh, I just had a good question. It was regarding that thing. I lost it. I freaking lost it.
Was it
I probably
I'll
regarding
just
give
did
a
it.
Martinelli?
question.
Hmm?
Was it regarding Martinelli?
Ma- No, definitely no. I'll not ask you about this. Martinelli, somebody has to bring it. I
Okay,
won't. I won't.
I'll give you a little question. But
Uh,
do you all think that what do you all think about Raya during the penalty shootout?
He was lagging. The ping was high, man. The ping was high.
His controller wasn't moving, bro. What was he
agreed,
doing?
agreed,
He just gave
agreed.
them a
Because,
psychological edge, man.
hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
also
mean
the
for
fact
all
that
the penalties,
hmm,
there's literally no difference between Ramsdale and Raya when it comes to saving penalties. I mean, it was last season. I think it was against
Porto.
there was a penalty
Sporting,
shootout in which Ramsey
Sporting.
literally dived the other way in every single penalty that the opponent took, and same was the case against Raya. Same was the case with Raya. Raya literally jumped the wrong side at every penalty that United took, and that too his movement was pretty premeditated. Ramsey hasn't been good at saving penalties, so there's no issue. He should have saving penalties.
No,
The
no, no,
only
no.
Arsenal
No.
keeper who's been decent is this guy Hind.
Martinez.
No,
Okay.
Hind together. Yeah.
And I thought Martinez. I thought he was really good.
But in his Arsenal tenure, he wasn't there.
Yeah, he did save. No, I think it was the this thing, Community Shield. I guess if I'm not wrong. But
Yeah,
but I think
Community Shield. Yeah, that was the first time that I had seen
Oh yeah,
Ramsdale making saves from a penalty.
not Ramsdale.
uh,
Was it
no,
Ramsdale? Yeah.
Martinez.
Yeah.
But I think this was what Parth was talking about, right? Ramsdale not able to save anything, but was just jumping to the other side. I think in last season's Community Shield as well, right? He didn't save anything. He just jumped to the opposite side, but luckily,
Man
Yeah,
City,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah,
no?
yeah.
And before
yeah,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I remember
Man
even
City.
against Sporting, the one we came
Hmm.
out in the Europa League, even that time.
And that was Raya.
Yeah.
That was Raya, not
No,
Ramsdale.
no,
Nah,
no.
that was
Sporting time,
that was
Raya wasn't there.
Ramsdale.
That was Ramsdale.
It was Porto
Sporting, bro,
against
not Porto.
Raya.
No,
Porto was Raya. Sporting, the season when Saliba and
Sporting.
Tomiyasu got
Saliba,
injured.
Sporting.
Tomiyasu.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Sporting. Okay. I heard like Porto, and I had PTSD for a second.
Nah.
But yeah. Because in my university when I was still playing football and all of that, I played as a defender or a goalkeeper. I'm not very good at striking because I didn't have stamina to run back and all that. So I used to be a defender slash goalkeeper. and I was able to save a penalty. Right? And I have nothing. It's not like I know the player as well. It's like so many students who just come there and play. We have no news, no nothing. And I was able to save a penalty. And I was like, bro, it jumped to the right side. Just for its sake, it is right. Yes. Yeah, I guess we can just be critical once you lose, right? It
Guess
yeah,
we never know.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that
sad.
is true. That is true. Ah, but yeah, a good thing that happened after that was where we went and won our NLD. Give me your honest response regarding this because I do have some points. But yeah, go ahead. Parth, go
So I mean, the issues underlying our attack still exist. The game should have ended like 4-1, 5-1 with the amount of chances we got. We don't
ahead.
convert our chances, then we have
Mm,
to, and then we concede from a chance essentially out
mm,
of nothing. Till
mm,
the time Son scored that goal,
mm,
I don't even remember a single instance where Tottenham had the ball in our half, let alone, in
mm,
our final third. So
Yeah.
mm,
for the first 20 minutes, it was all Arsenal dominance. We don't capitalize. Son scores,
mm,
and then we're chasing. And the thing is, when
mm,
we chase, we play more expansive football. And given the fact that Spurs is Spurs and Spurs play the way they play, it was easier for us
mm,
to find spaces. And even after finding spaces, it was like we weren't able to capitalize on our chances. But
mm,
once, uh, once we did score. And the one time, Trossard goes on the attack and he actually decides to take in some of the ball striking he had in 22-23. Sorry,
uh,
22-23, and then 23-24 he just takes a shot, he scores.
mm,
And after that as well, Sterling had chances, Havertz had chances, Martinelli had chances. They
mm,
don't score. And that
mm,
is what happens when the team is low on confidence. It is a big
mm,
match, and any other day, Pedro Porro's shot, instead of hitting the pole, it can go in. And then you'd be like,
Yeah.
again, it's an opportunity miss. So it's good
mm,
that we won. It was a dominant performance. And for me, the best part of the match was our midfield. It was solid. Apart from Partey
mm,
losing the ball here and there, which I am
But
sure of, he
he was
does
very
that.
good to be honest.
Yeah, he does that
Partey was
five
very
times
good.
a game. But
mm,
apart from, missing the ball in dangerous places, apart from missing the ball in dangerous places, he was solid. He was as composed as he could have gotten on the ball, and he
mm,
actually dictated the play well. And that
mm,
allowed
Yeah.
Rice to play higher up. And my God, Rice at LCM, I wasn't convinced of him starting there, but he's developed into one heck of a midfielder, an
mm,
all-phase midfielder. And
mm,
that's what happens when the game is, a bit more expansive, where
mm,
Odegaard can come in central places and spray the ball to the left wing and then to the right. Because what happens when the opponents are deep against us, Odegaard tends to go to the right-hand side, which was happening a lot against United. So
mm,
Yeah.
the issue that comes is we are restricting the main creator in our team to a single side, and opponents figure
mm,
that out because
mm,
Odegaard's best performances this season have been where he's been deeper and more central, which was the case
true.
Mm.
against Spurs, and
Mm,
which was the case against United in the first half.
mm,
So the
mm,
midfield
mm,
was proper, the defense is incredible. Miles Lewis
mm,
Kelly, what a freaking talent that guy is.
mm,
18 years old, and I haven't seen a single flaw in his game. And Saliba Gabriel, I mean, that game was the perfect example of Arteta coaching a 4-0 and the players deciding to make it a 2-1.
mm, mm, mm.
It
Mm.
was just that.
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
second.
anyone who
Hello,
blames
hi
Arteta.
Harsha.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the
Go ahead.
stream. I hope you're subscribed. I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Do let us know what you think about the NLD situation. I think you are not an Arsenal fan, if I'm not wrong. I think I've seen you somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Arush, go ahead.
I mean, the difference in the final third and what the coach tries to implement in his side, there's a big
Mm,
difference currently in the squad because
mm,
that was again the same thing that we saw, the final third execution that was there, and how our ball carrying is so mid, bro. Like we don't
mm,
have anyone to carry the ball in transitions. Okay, we play a certain way in transitions due to how other teams defend against us, but
mm,
it is very concerning as to how we don't have ball carriers and transition experts with pace, apart from
mm,
Martinelli, who sometimes can affect a game but sometimes cannot. The
mm,
goal we scored, Trossard's goal, it came from a
mm,
brilliant interception from Partey and then a good outside of the foot pass from Odegaard, and he decided to
mm,
shoot and it went in from his weaker foot. What really caught my eye during the whole game was
mm,
as to how we pressed Spurs the whole
Oh,
game.
yeah.
And
mm,
Perfect.
whole
Yeah.
game in the sense, even in the starting phases, we didn't give them breathing space at all. And that came with both our midfielders like pushing higher to their players, man marking all of them,
mm,
whilst Sterling used to come inwards and Timber had Son absolutely locked. And I was
mm,
like, he's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
going to make a difference, but he somehow ended up scoring, and then I had to just keep quiet and not tweet anything about Son. But that was completely a thing that
mm,
gave us confidence apart from the fans that were there in the stadium. But
mm,
the way we controlled the game through possession and won our duels, that
mm.
actually was the reason as to how we won the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Before I give my opinion, I'll just take two chats that came up. Very rare for this team, but yeah, very welcome as always. First one. Harsha, I'm a Chelsea fan. Hard to see you guys are ahead 6 points currently. Harsha, as a Chelsea
Damn,
fan, do you
six
guys think
points.
you guys think you are in the title race? Do let us know. We honestly think you are, but yeah, definitely do let us know. Your second comment, Spurs in the relegation battle with United and Everton for sure. We are hopeful that United get relegated. That is what we are hoping for. Spurs, I think, should not get
You know,
relegated because Premier League, NLD is a thing. We can't miss that. And Everton, I hope they get relegated because there are definitely teams that deserve to be in the Premier League but are on the losing end because of their stature and everything. And Everton being Everton, absolute prick.
I mean,
It is what it
Everton
is.
getting David
Mm.
Moyes as their manager gives me hope that they can actually stay up and not get relegated
Yeah.
after
Agreed,
this season.
agreed, agreed. Yeah, back to NLD. My humblest opinion, I think Trossard had the most Nuno Tavares performance ever.
I
Like,
was
I,
cursing Trossard, bro, when the game started, and as to how he just flings his boots and then he just doesn't connect the shot. And then times where
Yeah.
he has to put power into
Just
the
fell
shot, he
down. Yeah.
doesn't put
Yeah.
power.
mm,
Times when he has to cross the ball, he doesn't cross the ball. Then we talk about bashing Martinelli every game.
mm,
What was
mm,
Trossard doing? But he
mm.
scores these goals which you can't actually write off because of the price we got him for in the window transfer window and how
Exactly.
efficient he's been as a player
Mm,
coming
mm,
as a super
Yeah.
sub
mm,
as well. But
mm, mm,
our attacking options are so bad compared to any other side in the Premier League. It is very concerning because no other manager, I'm actually saying this, but no other manager would be able
mm,
to get out of
mm,
these crop of talents what Mikel
mm,
Arteta is doing in an injury crisis currently. And we
mm,
saw what an injury crisis can do to one of the best managers in the world, to Pep
mm,
Guardiola, and how he's actually come out of what it is. And that's just basically signing three players to his custom that is spending millions and millions of money.
Yeah.
So
mm.
that's just how it is, man.
I think in terms of
Yeah.
attack
The thing is,
quality, mm. Yeah, go ahead, Parth.
people on Twitter loves to hate on Arteta and Arsenal, and
Mm,
now the goalposts have shifted, and they're like, okay, Arsenal's second, Arsenal's got all the injury crisis and all.
mm,
Arsenal's been unlucky, but it was supposed to be your season, and it isn't, so you're failing. And I'm like, what? This doesn't even
People
make any
fail to
sense.
put context, man. People
mm,
actually
Any put
fail to
any
put
manager in the
context.
situation that Arteta is in right now, and you tell me he'll come second. I mean, he'll
mm,
come second. I'd correct myself. He would currently be second in the Premier League and third in the Champions League. That is not happening because Arteta has been coaching comfortable victories for a long time. I don't even remember the last game. I think that we played that we didn't deserve to win. I think it was probably against Villa, the 2-0 win that we took because the
mm.
Villa, that
Newcastle
game
game
was
also.
incredible.
Even the
I think we
Yeah.
Newcastle
had
game.
another game.
I
We
think
had
New,
even
another
the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah, Newcastle game
Newcastle
this
game,
season.
and Villa game. But apart
mm,
from those games, Arteta has coached this team very well, and he's adapted very well to the injury crisis we've had. He's not been
mm,
going on and crying about not having attackers. I mean, he's just saying, okay, whatever we've got, we've got. We're trying
mm,
Vaneri, we're trying Sterling, we're trying Havertz, and
mm,
we haven't lost games. We've just lost two games this season, which, if you consider it to be bad, it is bad considering the context of this season. But if you take these results in isolation, I'm pretty sure any other team would be happy. But the expectations have risen, and that is
mm,
why all the criticism is coming. Arteta is not at fault, and Arteta is, in my opinion, doing an incredible job with this crop of players
mm.
and the
In
attackers.
terms of in terms of attack quality, they're outperforming their like standards. I think one is Chelsea and one is Arsenal. Like, yeah, Chelsea do not have quality, but I mean, do not have like world class quality to score those many goals. But I think they have the squad depth to like create those goals and still score.
Yeah.
And then there is Arsenal. It used to be Saka and somebody at the end of it. Somebody used to be at the end
We
of it,
lost the
right? I,
only moments player we had in the team, and Chelsea
mm,
still is going strong with their only moments player, that is Cole Palmer. So
I
Cole
that's
mean,
the
Palmer, yeah.
difference.
Tottenham, who
Mm,
sit 14th on the table, have scored more goals than us, which is 43, and we
Yeah,
scored 41. Brentford, who sit like
mm,
again mid-table, have like 40 goals this season with
mm,
their
mm,
crop of talent. It is concerning to the fact that we've been so late to address the attacking scenario that we're
mm.
desperate at these times because
True.
injury to our key player, injury to the key players backup, and injury to the key players backup. It is
Mm,
not what players expect and the manager would expect in a situation when he's fighting for the title.
true. True. And
you
then
can
we have.
question the squad. You can question the squad planning. I'm all for that. But it isn't Arteta who's saying that, okay, I'm happy with the players I've gotten and I do not want to sign any more players. It is obviously
Mm,
the board who's saying, okay, you spent on Calafiori, Merino, and Raya, so we would give you any more money to spend on other attackers. I mean, Arteta is not someone who'd say, I'm happy with what I've got because he knows that there's things to improve. And he constantly
mm,
even says that, he addresses the fact that there exist much better attackers in other teams and
mm,
they have got elite talent. And we're
mm,
just, we are barely functioning. We have got a barely functioning attack. I mean, apart from the
mm,
fact that the positions are named striker, right wing, left wing, that is the only thing that exists in our team. The quality is
mm.
not there.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have comments from Harsha saying it should have been your season, but Liverpool taking this ball should put Arteta under a lot of pressure. I agree. I agree.
No,
See, one thing, I think we were too quick to judge Arne Slot to like to be a disaster. I think none of us had the eye or the experience to know how good he's been with his previous team and how he could bring that into a state. But I think in the preseason we had some idea that okay, Arne Slot is not a pushover. I'm sure he'll do well because we started seeing I think Gravenberch as that CDM kind of role or the kind of the double
yeah,
pivot situation that he brought it to Liverpool in the preseason. Those signs, but definitely many teams have taken like I think teams are like starting to see okay how to create pressure. And a good friend of ours who is part of our Twitter chat group had said that you create pressure against Onslaught and he'll crumble. And he has an eye for it. His name is Rahul, by the way. If you're watching the stream, shout out to you because you honestly said that you create pressure against Onslaught, he will crumble. And I think in two games, that's what has happened. I think the first game was against Fulham, right? Fulham was where they dropped
Yeah,
points last week.
I think so. Right.
Wait, let me just quickly
yeah,
look
they
into that.
drew against
No, yeah.
Robertson was
No, they
sent
lost
off. It was
against
yeah, it was
Spurs, right?
Fulham. It
They
was
lost
earlier,
against
but it
Spurs.
was earlier. The latest game where they dropped points
Oh,
was
that was a
who
Sunday.
was it?
United, right? United, they lost one.
United,
Uh-huh.
yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Sorry. Yeah. We did do against United and then they lost. Then they do against Forest as well. To be fair, the United draw nobody saw it coming. Probably not even Amaron. But yeah, the Forest thing I think we all were like hoping for, and we could see that because Forest. There's a reason why they're third in the situation. right? But yeah, coming back to our NLD and our problems with our
Also,
And
I
the,
attack.
just
I'll
Yeah.
wanted
just
to.
add, I'll just add one thing.
Mm,
It's just a game of expectations. You expect
mm,
Forest to finish mid-table. They are currently sitting third in the league, and you're like
mm,
Nuno Espirito Santo, water manager. Like
mm,
Anis Lotia, he struggled to get in top four. He's competing for the title, water manager. You
mm,
expect Arteta to win the league, and he's second. So you're like, get him out. He's not worthy of being an Arsenal manager and
mm,
giving us the title. So they're just
mm,
narratives that people form on Twitter.
mm,
It's they just lack some amount of critical thinking because yeah, they tend to be reactionary, but it
mm.
is what it is.
Hey,
And
Park, they tend to be
also,
reactionary. Okay.
shots
What
fired.
if Arsenal draw or lose, right? We should just go into we should go on Twitter, search Park's Twitter, read his tweets, and like, okay, huh, this is the reaction. After
I make
after
it a point to delete all my tweets on that I tweet on the match day, and I'm like, okay, let's rewatch the match. I tweet what I actually thought of, and then
Now
I
I
again start to make sense.
now I know why he doesn't tweet much during games, bro.
uh,
He doesn't want to get caught out later. Now I understand. But again, talking about how this was supposed to be our season, it was expected for Man City to also run away with the league. What they
Yeah,
faced was injuries. What we faced was also injuries. Look at our position in the table, look at their position in the table.
that's what he
It
said.
it is all about context at this point, man. You can't talk about a season like this and say that Mikel Arteta has been um a failure, and we can see how this season is faring to go, how the points are being dropped. We spoke about Arsenal having a tough fixture list in the start of the season, away games against the top nine, while Liverpool hardly played anyone from the top nine um and made their way to the top of the table. Now, when they're playing difficult away fixtures, top games against the top nine, they are slowly being exposed. And that is going to be the case for any side that is competing for the
Yeah.
title. It's not that you're going to run away with the league. And that is just happening again.
And the fact that, I won't say Liverpool hasn't had injuries. They've had injury concerns with McAllister missing games. Then it was what? Robertson, I don't think has been fit. Konate missed a chunk of their games. But the fact is, they still had Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah. I won't even take Trent in the conversations because, Trent and Bradley have switched. I mean, Bradley's played some. But Salah and Van Dijk, even their presence matters a lot. And when you consider Salah's impact on Liverpool, I mean, he scored two-thirds of their goals. That's literally crazy. And I'm not saying that it should happen, but I'm just saying if a Saka type situation happens at Liverpool, I'm pretty sure they'll crumble. I'm pretty sure they'll be fighting for top four. So that's just that, when it comes to putting context in things, people don't like to do that. People like to take the league position for what it is. If Liverpool's leading, they've been perfect. If Arsenal second, they've been crap. And if City sixth, yeah, we don't care. So yeah, that's that.
I mean, that's what Michael Richards had said before as well. Like, just like when it comes to Arsenal, everyone likes to like just be stupid on purpose or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, that
it's
happens a lot. Yeah, that happens a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. Anyway, that's the weekend roundup regarding our matchup. But let's come to the interesting point. We are in January. We are halfway through transfer window, and what we know presently, we'll just talk about that. Okay. Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Before we get into transfers, we have somebody who's very good at analyzing a player as well. Let's add him to the stream. Raja. Well, Raja.
Hey,
Uh,
hello guys.
yeah, yeah, you know what? You
Sorry
know
for
what?
the
Hello.
for being late.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Raja, or let us know why you are late. The
Okay,
stage is all yours. All yours.
no, like I was meeting up with a friend.
Mm,
Yeah,
Oh, friend.
but that's it.
yeah,
Damn it.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's talk about the transfers. Right. Let's. Okay. First thing, I think today the news broke that Chelsea have made inquiries regarding Garnacho and Gittins. I do not know much about Gittins. I think Arush and Raja have better idea about it. But do you also have an
Mm-hmm.
idea of how good he's?
Arush did a piece on him, so I think
Me?
he's better than me in
Yeah,
judging
Yeah.
yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. Give us an idea how good Gittins is and why Chelsea should not go
Because
for it.
yeah, Chelsea shouldn't go for him, bro. Because I mean, Chelsea already have a good crop of talents as wingers
Mm,
that they
mm,
can actually wait and work and make a difference. And their wingers have been good, apart from, I'd say, Madueke, who hasn't been that great. But Jamie Gittins is one of those guys who is very good in tight spaces.
mm,
And that guy relies on his pace a lot, and he can dribble his way to goal, like carrying the ball, 1v1 dribbles, wide positions, mainly
right.
prefers wider positions from the touchline, and he can
Right.
really make a difference from that. So
Mm,
he has some qualities that he needs to improve on. He has lots of qualities that he needs to improve on because he's still in the potential phase of being a good talent. And one of them is that his over reliance on how he works on himself but not the team, where he sometimes doesn't actually be an efficient team player. And he also, like I even mentioned to you all earlier in the previous chat as well, that he
mm,
gets dispossessed quite a lot in terms of being over expressive with his moves or things
mm,
like that. So that's basically Jamie Gittins.
mm. Raja, do you want to add to it?
Yeah, I mean, he's still not at like Arsenal level, in my opinion. Like, if we are
Mm,
looking at him as well, but
mm,
he has like his finishing really caught my eye when I watched the recent game against
mm,
Leverkusen. He didn't
mm,
impact that much in terms of like 1v1 dribbling or like all the tight space stuff, but
mm,
his finishing is definitely top class. Like he's what we call like gunman, right? Like he gets near the goal, like just shoots
mm,
it like with his either
mm,
foot. Like his ball striking is really top class.
mm.
But yeah, I mean, I really hope Chelsea will sign Garnacho. That will be box office. So yeah.
And Garnacho is the type of guy who would actually do good in a 4-3-3 setup under Maresca, holding the
Yeah.
line
Mhm,
and even
mm,
cutting inside. So it's decent enough to think for him, but United are just
mm,
going to mint money from them. And Chelsea, I
true,
don't think so. They care because they're just working as a business, as a
mm,
brand called Chelsea, just
mhm,
working to make business.
true, true. Harsha, if you're
We'll see
there
how.
still on the stream, I hope do let us know if you want Garnacho or Gittins or both. I know you guys are like very what do you say? Uh,
He commented.
I forgot what he said something.
He just commented.
Yeah, we rather need to look for a proper striker. We had a lot of strikers. We had a lot of
He had a
strikers,
lot
dude.
of wingers
Wingers,
too.
I guess. Wingers.
Wingers,
Yeah.
wingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, that's what Arush
Exactly.
and
You
that's
know,
what Raja.
they've got
Mm,
Pedro Neto, they've got Sancho, then they've got
mm.
uh
Felix,
who else? Mudrik.
Madueke,
Mud Mudrik.
Modric's banned, no?
Modric is banned because of
Okay, he'll return at some point, you know.
Because
Okay,
of
he'll
being
just
too
get
dope.
sold. Or, yeah, scrap that.
uh,
I mean, they've got
mm,
Madueke,
Because
they've
of being
got a lot of wingers, plus they've got
mm,
wingers who are pretty
mm,
similar to one another. So I
mm,
don't see how Jamie Gittins had anything more. And even
mm,
Garnacho, you know,
mm,
wingers are not a signing that Chelsea should be making. I mean,
And the one
they need a
striker,
batsman. So
the one superstar striker that they have in Nkunku, who is treated as a striker by them, they're willing to
mm.
sell him as well, which is very
Yes.
yeah,
questionable because y'all managed to use him as a what Conference League player, blowing balloons the whole season, scoring
Mm,
goals over there. But now when y'all need strikers, y'all aren't. If he's not making the difference, y'all aren't relying
mm,
on him. What's the
mm,
point of buying him and then selling him back to what Bayern
exactly.
now in Germany? And looking for like Matthias Tells or someone, which has obviously died
mm,
down because of this news
mm,
coming
mm,
up.
That
mm,
doesn't even make sense. You know, at one point you just have to question Chelsea's strategy. I mean, they look at a player, they say, okay,
mm,
he looks good to us, buy him.
mm,
Who do we sell? Whoever's got some value in the market. I mean, it,
mm,
it won't be long when they start to say, okay, Palmer, if Palmer has a blip, they'll be like, okay, so Palmer is valued at what, like 100 million? let's sell him in the summer, get someone like a Watson, and they can even do that. Won't even count that out. So
Hesitate.
that is the
Mm,
way they function in. But
mm,
I
mm,
don't like it. But it is effective because they generate a lot of money. So good for them.
mm. True, true. One last question regarding Chelsea. Um, do you guys think Chelsea will actually do well with a striker? Because again, we are in another saga where they're looking into Sesko as well. We have seen the last time they've been looking into player that we've been trying to sign Mudrik, after that Neto, and
Uh,
now Sesko. Do you guys think they will
See,
do much better in the season if they sign Sesko?
see, Sesko is not going to be coming now. It's pretty clear that he's not going to come this window. And Sesko and his
Mm,
agent look to be that type of a
mm,
duo that is
mm,
prioritizing his personal career rather than just looking for money. Because
mm,
he's waited for so long, he
yeah.
chose the right option. He could have gone to anyone else, but he
mm,
chose his career instead of money at this point. And I
mm.
think he's waiting for the summer for the best move to evaluate what it is. And I don't think
True.
he's going to go to Chelsea just for that fact.
Mm-hmm. But if at all Sesko ends up at Chelsea, right? I want all of you guys to like switch on your notifications for Mr. Raja's tweets because it'll be box
Oh,
office, no doubt, no doubt.
Bro,
nice.
I'm
Because
gonna I'm
if
gonna
it's
be I'm gonna be the same, bro.
no, I know like Arush, like we've been only there for like since like few months, right?
Yeah.
Raja has been there for over 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So if he actually ends up with Chelsea, finished. It is done. Probably this will like fucking shit. I'm out of this place. I would be surprised if he does that. But yeah. What
No,
do you
like
I,
guys
I
want to
think
regarding
see?
I think still Osimhen is the one that makes the most sense. I
And
Mm,
think
Barcelona, to be honest,
Osimhen
also makes
will
sense.
go to Chelsea in the summer. I think.
you guys think? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, makes the most sense in my opinion. And when
but
it
I
comes to
yeah.
Chelsea,
Mm.
I don't think they'll get top four. Back to Conference League, I feel.
Nah, nah, they won't fall off
I
this
think they'll get
bad. Nah,
Europa.
nah, 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 nah.
I think they'll get Europa.
See,
Yeah,
like, watch
they'll finish fifth, sixth. Yeah, yeah.
look at
See.
the table, bro.
No,
Like City
no,
are there, and then
no, wait.
Newcastle are looking good. Yeah.
No, but see, in the table they may not finish in like I mean Europa position, but I think they will win the conference. Like there's no other better
You
Hmm.
team
have to win
than
the
Chelsea.
Conference
Fair enough.
League. I don't even know
Exactly.
any other team's name in that league, man.
Uh-huh.
Noah
I-
FC.
Is that the situation where they win a conference, they'll go to Europa or they'll go straight to
Yeah, they'll
Champions
go to
League?
Europa. No, no,
They'll
no,
go to
no.
Nah,
Europa.
they'll get Europa.
So I think if not by the Premier League table, I think they will end up at Europa
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
winning the Conference League.
And
So I
that
don't
will
think that
promote one of the Premier League teams to go to
hmm,
conference then.
it'll be funny if like
yeah.
something like West Ham out of
United,
nowhere or or Brighton or something
United,
like that, right?
Probably
United goes in
Aston
the
Villa or
Conference League.
Bournemouth will get.
Hmm? What are
I
those?
was just saying United might get Conference League at this rate.
United
Hmm.
won't get Europe, bro. I'm very sure of that. But I'm
If
saying any club,
hmm.
if Chelsea win the Conference League and go promoted to the Europa League, maybe an Aston Villa, Bournemouth, or Newcastle could get it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot the I forgot that Aston Villa are not there in the title race. Like they fell off.
Yeah,
Like
they're seventh currently, 35
hmm.
points, which is
Hmm.
as good as a
but
One
the
point
Champions League
behind
spot.
Chelsea as well.
but the gap between the seven to tenth, yeah, I mean the six to tenth is like literally negligible. It's just a
Hmm.
matter
Hmm.
of one game where it
Five.
climbs.
Hmm. 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 But yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of reinforcements and all of that, we have already uh, you could say confirmed signings at least from Fabrizio, if not by Manchester City. We had
It's funny.
Neymar.
Chelsea were like talking about not being in a title race. Now it seems they'll not be in top four as well.
Yeah, we
Hashtag we
spoke
are
of
not
that in
in
the
top
group.
four. Like that should be the next slogan for them.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Probably from there, they'll fall. So we're not even top 60 even something like that. We don't. But yeah,
No,
City have made big move.
there was a comment
Hmm.
on Matisse's stream where one guy went like Enzo Maresca nearly bottled a 20-point lead in the championship. So don't even be surprised if he bottles the top four.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, he was at Leicester, right? Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Why did yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Leicester, yeah, Leicester were like about like 20, 30 points away, and then suddenly they needed like the last two games or something to qualify directly. I remember this. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
point, shot. That's a very good point. But yeah, City, they signed a midfielder
honestly,
and two
City are
defenders.
like those rich kids from college, bro. Like,
Mm.
like they are spoiled from the start. Like, oh, I'm having an issue, I'll have a driver with me. Oh, I'm having injuries. Oh, I'll just buy three players for 80 million. It's fine.
Do you guys
I
know
mean,
personally
I
how good these
won't
players
even
are?
say, I'm not even saying that they shouldn't have, because with the kind of summer,
Mm,
they've had, they literally sold Julian Alvarez for 100 million,
mm,
and I don't even think they bought anyone usable in the summer. So I think
mm,
Omar Marmoush is a quick fix for them.
mm,
He instantly will have an
Valuable.
impact on the team, and I think they'll comfortably get top four and the
mm,
FA Cup. I
mm,
think that happens for them. And with Kusanov and Vitor Ruiz, they are the part of the rebuild which they should have been a part of in the summer. I mean, last summer.
mm,
But considering the signings they've made, I think solid. A pretty good window.
Hmm.
mm. Any idea how Victor Reyes is? Many.
I know that he's a ball playing center back, but I don't know if he can
Oh,
physically impose himself in the Premier League already.
Mhm.
is he
But
like the
Kusanov
Johnston
will play.
types?
No, 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 not really. I don't see him
Okay,
being that already. I've just read about him. I don't know much.
okay, okay. Raja, do you, like, you're the one kind of player.
Kusanov,
Mm,
Kusanov had a game against Arsenal. I think it was
mm,
Yeah,
Lens versus
Lawns.
Arsenal, and
yeah,
he
yeah.
Kusanov
he he
can
got cooked
actually,
in that game. He got cooked in
Agree.
that game.
Mm, mm, mm,
Kusanov can
But
actually
again,
play a good role.
we can't judge him off by one game. I'm pretty sure
mm,
if City is going for him, he has to be decent. And
mm, mm,
the signings for the future, and with the current
mm,
backline that they've got, they are getting rid of Kyle Walker. Then I'm
mm,
pretty sure they get rid of John Stones,
mm,
Nathan Ake, and the likes in the
mm,
summer. So it's
mm,
good for a rebuild. I mean, I still believe they need one superstar defender, which I think they'll get in the summer. And even their talks of Andrea Cambiaso with
mm,
Yeah,
Juventus,
Cambiaso
and
may come.
Raja has
mm,
talked very highly of him. And with
mm,
whatever I've seen of him, he'll be quality under Pep. Pep loves those kind of players, ball
mm,
playing center backs. I mean, not even a center back, a full back. And with the amount of importance he puts on full backs, and with the amount of involvement of full backs in Pep's system, I'm pretty sure he'll be fire. They've had a
mm,
very good window.
mm, mm,
Kusanov can translate well because of his physicality, in my opinion. And he's
Yeah,
quite a
mm.
smart
he's
defender with
pacey.
what I've seen.
Yeah.
And yeah, he reads passage of play very well. And he's
Mm.
also the first Uzbekistan player in the Premier League ever, which is a shame to
Mm.
India. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
I
coming.
think from Bangalore FC, Brighton have scouted kids from India, so we just
not
have
gonna
hope.
change the whole grassroots system in India, bro, sadly.
Yeah,
Raja, go on. Raja, go on.
Yeah, I think like Omar Marmoush will definitely improve their attack from left wing. I think they'll play something like a 4-4-2 kind of system right now, like with
yeah,
Haaland.
Mm,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they'll do. But like I'll be like when Cambiaso joins them, it's gonna be box office pro. Like that guy can literally like he plays as a defender, but like he can go like he bombs forward and like he literally plays like a right winger. Like he has like really good ball striking and he can really be very creative with his crosses and everything. I think they're planning to do that like by selling Walker. And
Hmm.
I think Guardiola will play on the left back role and
mm,
Cambiaso will play on the right.
right.
mm,
Um,
Yeah,
Maybe they lose some pace like with Walker, like they used to. They can defend like transitions really well. Like he's finished now, but before like he used to be that guy who defend them really well. But they'll be a bit weaker, but like on the ball, like they're gonna upgrade like massively from the right side.
yeah.
I think
mm,
that
mm,
that's the game changing signing if they pull it off in this window. Mamouche is of course like is a huge upgrade on like whatever they have, Grealish or Doku, all these guys.
mm,
And Kusanov, I don't know much about him, so I prefer not to comment much. Vitor Reis, I've heard like really good things about him for a long time because like he was also linked with Real Madrid and even Arsenal for a while.
Yeah,
mm,
Um, Everyone like people like credible people do do say that he's like their new age Thiago Silva or something. So I'll be
mm.
watching him close for sure.
Hmm.
Because I think with Victor Reyes, right? I think we are linked with him, but since we need to sign an attacker, we let go of the deal if I'm not wrong,
Yeah, that
right?
was the
Because
news.
somewhere,
yeah.
But
somewhere I read about it.
for a fact, I
And
would never expect Arsenal to spend 40 million on a defender just who's
yeah,
not yet
yeah, for sure.
out in the market.
I mean, like if see, if I'm not wrong, if we get an attacking signing in this window or one or two attacking signings in this window, I won't be surprised. We will try to sign either Pato or Diamond in the summer because we lose Zemo, Tierney as well, and on the left side we won't have much cover. If you say
Kivior,
that okay, Benoit is
even like
Kivior
playing,
also
Kivior will
probably.
leave.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Kivior's, we don't know what's Kivior's situation. Sometimes he'll be like, we're keeping him. Sometimes he'll be linked to Napoli or some other random team in Italy as well. I'm saying random, no,
Hmm.
respectful. I'm not just saying disrespectful. I somehow came across Italian fans as well, so I comment this. So I think we'll definitely go for a defender who will cost more than 40 million. Diamond will definitely cost more than 40 if I'm not wrong. Ato, being an Ajax academy player, he will definitely cost us minimum 35. He's young, he's captain material, he's captain Ajax as well. Me and Arush covered that piece during the summer. But yeah, it is what it is.
and even
Ah,
when I looked
mm,
back at the Brentford game, and
mm,
I looked at KDB and I was like, nah, no way this guy leaves in the summer, man. That guy is the
mm,
center of creativity for City. Yeah,
mm.
Phil Foden, yeah, here and there he might do certain things, but Kevin De Bruyne is incredible. I mean, the way he runs that City midfield, crazy. And he might have lost his legs, but the quality on the ball is second to none. Not even
No,
lying.
but we just read some. I mean, at least I read somewhere that he'll be part of the City group, but in MLS. I think he's leaving the summer, if I'm not wrong.
I mean, so he's just leaving now.
Hmm.
That is what it
Yeah.
means.
One last thing regarding the City thing, regarding Omar specifically. I've I've seen tweets where the guys have put out saying that he's kind of slow and may not crack it in the Premier League. I've even seen Athletic having a
Correct.
small like 10-minute piece regarding him that he may not crack it in the Premier League because he doesn't have the pace for it. Do you guys think that would affect him? I know KDB not
City
that
aren't
pacey,
a
but
team
he's
that get the pace though. City aren't a team
mm,
that get the pace.
Hmm.
And also for a
mm,
fact that I
mm,
don't think he's 80 million worth. I don't know, it's still an undisclosed fee, but he's
mm,
not that pricey to be honest, but he can
mm,
elevate Man City's side if he's
mm,
platformed properly, and that is
mm,
not giving him touchline duties what Doku or
Mm.
Grealish do, but rather
mm,
play him as to how Alvarez used to actually play.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
he'll play
mm,
perfect.
him there.
Yeah.
mm. And yeah,
And
It's
even,
kind of
this
interesting.
season,
mm,
the
good, good, good.
criticism with City's wingers, I mean, yeah, Doku's been underperforming, but Savinho, in my opinion, has been very good. He doesn't have the output, phase,
Mm,
but other than that, what he does for being a winger, I think he's been good, and it's just a matter of time before, City click. I still don't
mm,
think
mm,
they'll be in the title race because they've lost too much ground already. But yeah,
mm.
they're a good team, man. It was just a blip.
Hmm.
Yeah. And in both it was saying the news just broke out sometime back that Haaland has renewed all the way till 2034. I didn't understand how
Yeah,
a
nine and a
9.5
half.
year deal happened, but it is what it is. The jokes can be cried and all that, but we know the situation with City and all
115
that. So,
months. 9.5
mhm,
years equates to 115 months.
yeah. And and in our situation, we had Declan Rice coming out saying that we have lost Gabriel Jesus. I'm sure the manager will be looking into something. We had to make sure that the
Hmm.
only players are left winged, and we're a bit short there. So seeing players come out, and then we had even Arteta come out saying that we need support, not players, we need support in that situation. And I think Raja was also impressed that it was also clear answers from Arteta. So are you guys hopeful that we might sign an attacking player this window?
I mean, to be honest,
100%. Yeah.
his reply today also in the interview was very positive,
Mm,
and I've not seen him smile like that talking about other players because even the
mm,
Zubimendi question that was asked to him, he
mm,
literally didn't say no. He was like, "Yes, we have players running out of the contract in the summer, and we are going to look at this thing." And he smiled
mm.
at majority of the transfer questions that ever came. So that is something new that Arteta doesn't do
Okay.
because otherwise he'll be just backing his players like we have a good set of players that we've bought and this and
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Raja, are you satisfied with the answer that Arteta has been giving in the press recently?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, Arteta
Mm, mm,
never say something like that usually.
mm,
So I think we'll sign someone, but we'll see. Like, I
mm,
don't think Sheshko will come. Like, I
mm,
have like we have a lot of hopium, but I
mm,
we our
no
main
copium.
issue to address is definitely on the left
True.
wing
Yeah.
for now.
mm.
Yeah, so we'll
I'd
No
be
see. I
over the
copium,
think
moon
no
if we
I
copium.
have.
sign Nico Williams, man. I'd be
Yeah,
over the
I have
moon.
a feeling like we'll see a Ornstein bomba for that.
And see,
I mean, we are
all
still looking for
summer,
loans.
I've been seeing Nico Williams last day dead. I thought deadline day
Impossible.
signing will be
I
Nico
mean,
Williams or something like that. But yeah.
the the ideal scenario would be getting a center forward on a loan and a left wing, but
Mm,
given the board and given how much time we've got left for the
mm,
market to end, I think
mm,
we'll either get our number one left wing target in Williams, or we'll just get
mm.
Vlahovic on loan. So
Uh,
it's
To be
on the
honest, yeah.
extremes.
mm, mm.
I do think
Okay.
we'll
See, I have
because
no
again
issues
today.
signing.
Going. What do you think, Roger?
Yeah, I have no issues if we sign Vlahovic. I'm completely against it. But like, if it's a loan with
I
no
have no issues, but
obligation,
I'm
I
completely
have.
against it.
Yeah, like a permanent signing, yes. Against a permanent signing,
Mm,
but
Permanent signing.
if it means we can
Yeah.
get a winger, like, yeah, sign him. I don't care. But
Hmm.
true.
also, like before, I forgot to touch upon this.
Mm,
We need to sign a center back, bro. Like for
Yeah.
backup to Saliba, we don't have a backup to Saliba.
Mhm.
People say Ben White or Julian Timber, but like they are not proper center backs in my opinion. And we also have this thing where like we should have two players for each position. I think for
mm,
left center back we have Gabriel and like Calafiori can cover,
Yeah.
and then for like we have MLS also at left back, so we have to look for
uh,
signing someone in center back position as a backup to Saliba. Yeah, Diamond fits the bill. We'll have to see what happens.
I
And
forgot that we had Calipari. I'm not even kidding. I forgot because this guy mentioned Calipari. I'm like, wait, okay, our left back depth is there. So we have Calipari and Evanes.
yeah, he's been injured so much. Like people are forgetting how good he is and just playing him down.
Oh,
I just hope he
the
can
Tomiyasu attack. I
stay
love
fit for
it.
a while. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Tomiyasu. I forgot about him. See, I forgot about Tomiyasu. We aren't even counting them.
That is true.
If
I mean, like,
Tomiyasu is fit, then I'm fair. I'm fine to not get a Saliba backup, but
mm,
that is like 1:99 odds, man. That
that
cannot
is
happen.
true. Like, the chance of Soumya, yes, it's fine. It's
No,
fine.
the
The less
thing
people.
is, a center back or a fullback will happen once we get rid of Tierney, Zinchenko,
Mm,
Kivior, and the likes. Once we
mm,
sell them,
mm,
I think we'll make like what 45 million pounds out of those three. I mean, even if Tierney leaves on a free, I don't care
mm,
because anyways he
He is
wasn't
leaving on a
worth
free.
anything to us. But
mm,
Zinchenko, I'm hearing Dortmund's interested in him for 20 million, and I'm pretty sure we can sell Kivior for, I mean, 20 to
mm,
25.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we talk about the transfers that Arsenal could potentially make, and a small thing that I thought would be fun, where we talk about our present situation. Um, who is worth keeping in a starting lineup, who's worth benching, and who's good to be in
No
the
way,
reserves.
so Eddie Nikete ಅವರು.
No, no, I mean, this includes our this thing, summer as well. So
Yeah.
that's why I just kept it like that. Okay, for now, we
Right. Okay.
sent out
Okay.
on uh, we have Hine on loan, we have like Marquinhos on loan, we have Lokonga on loan, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
Reese on loan, Vieira on loan, and Tavares on loan. Tavares, by the way, he did have a very good start. We all know how he starts.
Sell,
And then,
sell, sell. I don't care about the positive start he's had. Sell.
okay, still,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what we hope for. Ramsdale and Eddie has been sold so far. And
Yeah,
huh. So I don't have any filter on this thing. Okay, anyways, our starting level, Raya for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Margalis without a doubt, Saliba without a doubt.
Saliba,
Um,
GT,
who do we
GT.
have? Um,
Timber. Yeah, he's right there fourth.
yeah, same book. Then we have Martinelli
No, sell,
Sell,
sell, sell. Martinelli, sell.
sell, 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 sell.
with
Not
my
really,
hands
man.
in there.
Keep him on the
With my
bench.
hands in, you'll name it. So and yeah, Declan Rice, Havertz,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start.
he'll be in there then.
bench
He'll
or just
start
reserve.
Havertz
for the
will be
time being,
bench
but I
this
think
season.
yeah, he'll be benched in the summer. I mean, from the start of next season.
Okay.
Not bench,
Okay.
but rather a rotational option.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
with bench, I mean he'll be used.
Yeah.
He won't be the centerpiece of our attack, but yeah,
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. And then we have the rest. So we have okay, Tierney we're selling, so I'll keep it in the sell option.
yeah.
Calafiori
Put
also starting.
One of
Yeah,
Georgina or
restricting,
Pate also
unrestricted.
selling.
Ah, okay, Calafiori. You guys think he'll start?
Yeah.
February
Start.
start.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think he should start because MLS is good. But again, he's 18 and he's not even supposed
Next
to play in
season
the
he may
bracket.
MLS may play midfield, so
Mm,
Calafiori starting makes sense.
yeah. And also for the fact
you
that
know,
Calafiori will
even
get. Mm,
even what we've got, you've named that section bench. I would say rotation.
mm.
Uh, bench seems a bit too harsh, you know. I mean,
Okay,
don't
you want to go
think many players, yeah, fit that role.
rotation? Cool.
Yeah,
And
rotation.
and
Yeah, yeah.
keep the left wing spot empty, bro. Put Trossard and this guy Martinelli on the rotation option.
Uh-huh.
Trossard, sell, bro.
We
Huh,
can, we can.
Yeah,
either
Trossard
either
sell.
we sell, yeah, either we sell Trossard or Martinelli. Simple.
Yeah, we'll come to the point. We'll come to the point. Chill, chill.
Trossard, to
Yeah,
be honest. Martinelli,
So
we can still
Calafiori
keep
starting?
him for his value.
yeah,
Calafiori still
Calafiori
California
starting.
starts. Yeah.
starting. Give your
Sell.
rotation, reserves, or sell.
Reserves, to be honest.
I think he gets sold for decent offer, right?
Keep him
Okay.
in reserves and sell Tomiyasu otherwise, or one of
Okay.
that.
So,
Do
so
one of it.
we have one
Yeah.
rotation. Sorry, we have one reserve. We have one sell. Raja, what do you think?
What about what?
Sir, give your.
Give your sell.
Okay. So we have two sell and one reserve. So we'll go with sell itself. Okay. Give yours probably getting sold. Tomiyasu, rotation,
Reserves.
reserve.
Reserves.
Reserve.
Reserves.
Reserves? Cool.
He's
Reserves.
good,
Yeah.
but like it's all about his injuries. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Ben
Ben
White
White.
rotation.
White
and white
rotation.
rotation.
Rotation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I feel Ben White is needed for those overlapping runs. So
Hmm.
I don't
That
know.
I mean
Mm,
rotation
Rotation only,
with
no.
rotation I
If
mean
they're
mm,
horses for courses. You know, there's some games
yeah,
that suit Ben White and there's some games where
mm,
we need to rest Timber and that is where White comes in.
mm,
So I mean
mm, mm,
being
because
a rotation player is no disrespect, he's still
yeah,
quality but Timber is just better.
and
So
we
yeah.
mm,
know how
mm,
good Timber is in locking down wingers. So in
mm,
in games
Yeah.
against tricky wingers and
mm,
against
mm.
low blocks, Ben White can play.
Fair enough. And also the fact that we might get Ben White by the end of this month or like match fitness. He's already back in training,
Yeah,
which is like huge news. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is made of, but it's huge news that he's coming back. And it's good to have good depth in a defense where we can rest Timber as well than having Timber play 120 minutes and
yeah.
again 90 minutes again. So yeah, Ben White in rotation. Zinchenko, I think wholeheartedly all of us can that he's been
Sell.
sold. Yep, well. Jorginho,
I'll
Sell.
keep him, bro.
still. I
No,
actually
like if
wouldn't mind.
Zubimendi is coming in, like he has to go.
Okay, so sell for now. Okay. I wouldn't mind him in the reserves, like just there to like
Yeah,
make
to
sure
be
that
honest, I wouldn't. Would you keep
hmm.
him in the reserves or would you keep Partey in the reserves?
Jorginho
Oh,
reserves. Party
Jorginho,
can
yeah.
like
Party
party
sell.
can
Exactly.
go. I
Exactly.
I wouldn't want
Party
party
can go to
anywhere like
China. I don't care.
yeah.
So do one thing, put Jorginho in reserves and put Partey on sell because I'm not sure
Okay.
how much as to we can get numbers in midfield. Zubimendi is coming
Mm,
for sure, but who else will
mm.
come to cover that?
But
Lokonga
we do
won't be
not know.
coming back.
We do not know if Jabi Alonso
I
is
think
going to Madrid. I think Madrid calling Zubimendi is a better knock than Arsenal knocking for Zubimendi, right? So we still on
Not
the
really.
that is because there is bias, right?
No, that's
You
not
are
because
not.
of bias. That's because of
Mm,
how much groundwork has already been put in the last window
mm,
and how much Arteta and
mm,
Zubimendi have been in contact as well.
mm.
Plus
Okay,
the
see,
whole
uh,
Sociedad factor, plus
mm,
Olabe being a factor, everything
mm.
plays.
Well, that's an
You
interesting.
know,
If Olavi becomes, yeah.
not everything boils down to, yeah, if Madrid is calling, you have to go. So the thing is, it will be Zubimendi leaving Sociedad and joining Madrid, which won't go well with the fans
Transfers.
in
Mm,
at Sociedad. And then if Zubimendi is already agreed terms with Arsenal, and
mm,
if he says, okay, fuck that, now that Xabi Alonso's there and now Real's
mm,
calling, I'm going there. It does not
mm,
happen. You know, there's
The
there's words that are given to a manager, and
mm,
with Mikel being a Basque man and Subimendi being
mm,
a Basque man, with Mikel
mm,
Merino with Odegaard already there,
mm,
and with
mm,
us doing many deals with
Merino also.
Sociedad, I mean, it all makes sense.
mm,
The
mm.
only reason I see Zubimendi stay in Spain is because of his connection to his homeland. Nothing more. Nothing more can persuade him.
Yeah.
See, I have a different theory on this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he loves Real Sociedad way too much. Like from what we've seen, he
Mm,
even agreed to stay for one more season last year and everything. I don't
mm,
feel he'd be like he'd like to play against his home team every
Yeah.
year.
mm,
So I think it makes me more confident about him signing. So I think he'll come. Pretty sure on that.
Hmm.
mm,
And Jorginho and Partey, I think one of them, Partey should go, but Jorginho, I'm on the fence. But I feel his value off the pitch is also really high in my opinion in the
Yeah,
squad and
mm,
true,
also on the
mm,
true,
younger
true.
players.
mm,
But then
Exactly.
again,
Well
like he
said.
also wants to play right now, so
mm.
I don't know. Wasting that many wages, rather like we can sign a younger player and nurture him in that role. Like I think Naipan maybe that sort of a signing, but
Yeah, my
I don't know if
plans
he
were
play a
there.
number defensive midfield.
And maybe he
I'm not
would
sure.
also wait to complete his coaching duties also, so that can be a factor.
Yeah.
But we have seen
Mm.
quite a few links of Jorginho going to Palmeiras and clubs in Brazil.
Flamingo, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Okay.
You know,
MLS.
I actually
Yeah.
don't oppose to selling both Partey and Jorginho if it means
Mm,
we getting a younger prospect in the midfield, which it seems
mm,
we are getting is with Naipan. So I've got no issues. And he's a ball carrier from what I've heard. And he is a
mm,
pretty decent ball carrier with a high ceiling. And we've got Max down in the ranks as well. So I won't mind letting go of Partey and Jorginho. I would like to keep Jorginho, but if he wants to leave, he can. But only on the
mm.
condition that we get another midfielder in the summer.
Okay. So I
Do we
keep him
let
in
go of
reserves for
Fabio
now because
Vieira as well? Or do we loan him out
Nah,
again?
Fabio Vieira sell 25, 30, whatever they give him sell.
so you would sell him.
Yeah.
I think
Arush?
What
unsold
will
would
we
make
do
sense.
with the plethora of midfielders at our disposal? We've got Mikel Merino, Zubimendi, either of Jorginho or Partey. Then we've got Sven
Mm,
Naipan, we've got Max Jamal, we've got Ethan Vaneri, we've got Martin Odegaard. Seven. Yeah, seven. What will Fabio Vieira do?
I
I'm
think
not
I
saying.
would loan
Mm,
him, to be honest, and give him
mhm.
another solid spell and then sell him. The idea is
Okay.
to sell him for sure, but
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't think so in the months that are left that he can do justice to his price tag and give us something for 25 to
mm,
30 and redeem our business out of him.
mm.
Yeah, fair.
Rather,
And even
rather,
with,
what about you?
Yeah.
if Vanegi didn't have
About
this
Fabio?
breakout season, I wouldn't have any issue in recalling Vieira. But now that
Mm,
Vaneri is, he'll cement a position in the, I won't say in the 11, but he'll be
mm,
much more of a rotation to Saka and Odegaard from next season, and
mm.
that is why I don't see Fabio Vieira coming in.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with Bath here because see, like we have Nwaneri and Odegaard already in that position, and I think Vieira is quite talented and he'll fetch
Mm,
decent money, like 20-25 million or something.
Yeah.
mm,
So like
That's not
we
a
should
bad
look
thing.
to sell him because like we don't need him. Maybe like he won't get much time and like, his talent will be wasted, and
mm,
we also like will degrade his value the longer he stays. So I
mm,
feel we should look to sell because we even have Max Doman in the ranks. Like, okay, he's still
Yeah.
quite young, but I think he'll be around the first team scene in like next year and a half. So
mm,
I think it makes no sense to have Fabio. So I think it's sell
mm.
in my opinion.
So
And also, I
I'll
didn't
keep it.
count Rice in the midfield, so we've got like 8 players in the midfield. So
Mm, mm.
I'm happy with letting Vieira
I,
go.
we've not even added this point. MLS is a midfielder. We're assuming
Yeah,
that he'll be in.
perfect.
He's also there. So MLS, I'll put him in rotation.
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 Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Rotation.
One area
Ethan
also
Veneri
rotation.
Hmm.
also rotation. Right.
Rotation. Yeah.
Partey self. I don't care.
Jail.
I don't care. I want him sold two
Yeah,
seasons
no
back
discussion
itself.
about it.
Two, 2 seasons back itself, I want him sold because off the pitch antics, we all know. I'm not too keen to talk about it yet because evidence has not yet come out properly about what is his situation. But we all know what is happening.
But
And
he's
for him,
bad PR for the club. He's bad PR for the
mm.
club.
No, not just
Yeah.
that, not just that. Like we brought him in. Has he been effective in our most crucial moments? No. He's either injured or he's he's not there with us. Like he's not even there around the team. He's either like somewhere else, either playing. He
Yeah.
goes and plays AFCON. No problem with that. Come and play for us? No. He's either injured or he's somewhere else, and we have no idea where he is. And we're always a man short if he's there in the team. So I wanted him
Hmm.
2 seasons back. I wanted him gone 2 seasons back. It's a man. I hope we get one, but no, it is what it is. Uh, Jesus. Uh,
Results.
Yeah, but
results.
no one would buy.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy him, bro. We can't sell him.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
Hmm.
one's gonna. No team is gonna take a punt on him, bro. And he's
Hmm.
gonna be coming back by
I mean,
December now, or
go to the
say
favelas,
October.
man. Yeah, go to the favelas, enjoy life.
Hmm.
That's all. Joga bonito, joga
Hmm.
finito. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Trossard.
He's done,
Trossard.
man.
Trossard
Ooh,
sell.
you've
Trossard
kept
sell.
the you've kept 2 players. I
Trossard what?
I
Reserve or
think
sale?
I
Sell
think if Martinelli will be bench player, then Trossard should go. I
yeah,
think,
Fizz. The
if
logic's simple.
Martinelli
If
gets a
yeah,
lot of
if
money, then
Trossard
sell him and keep
summer,
Trossard.
yeah, if
Wait,
Trossard
wait, wait,
going
wait.
in the summer,
One second.
Martinelli stays.
Uh,
If
hmm.
Trossard staying in the summer, Martinelli goes. If Trossard is going in the summer, Martinelli stays. Simple.
I
But
mean,
But
the
whoever it
more
is, can
see
be rotation.
Trossard's contract expires 2026, so there's no point
Hmm.
keeping him for another season if you're not giving him a
Exactly.
one-month
Yeah.
extension.
But
He's
there were
supposed to be
talks
going.
of him getting a year's extension.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. And see, if it is
But
Sell
up
I
to
him.
would
me,
sell him. Yeah.
I would sell Trossard over Martinelli. Not just the bias, but at least like Martinelli like at least off the bench you can expect something. But I think Trossard is at
Yeah.
his
Fair,
age
fair, fair.
is best to like
Yeah.
sell and like make up some money and all of that.
Agree.
Raja, are you
Agree.
happy with your answer?
Sell sell him and get a Semenyo Lookman type of player now.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sell. Okay. And then we know Martinelli is a starter. Okay, cool.
Rotation.
yeah, rotation for sure.
Yeah, we are obviously playing with 8 players on the pitch. Yes.
Uh, so from the from the looks of it, we
Beautiful.
have only like solid. How many? One, two. We have eight people who are like solid starters, and we're assuming that
We make
who,
three signings.
yeah, three signings that will elevate the team. One is a left winger, one is someone who can,
Center
who,
forward, left wing,
left
and
wing,
And a
setting
defensive
up
basically,
midfielder.
midfielder. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Zubimendi. Yeah, perfect, perfect.
Good.
It all adds up.
basically, yeah, basically somebody to complement Rice, somebody to take up the center forward role, and somebody to
Yeah.
increase the output from a left wing, right? So, which we quickly transition to, which is
Sounds
our
so
next
easy,
point.
you know.
That is our three
Ooh,
links that we've been highly linked with. Three players who we've been highly linked with. That is Zubimendi. I hope I'm pronouncing the name properly. Naipan and Sefco. Kind of covers all the three
why
things
is
that we've been like
why is
looking
Cisco
into. Right?
pointing to us already, bro?
See, I don't know if it's just my search engine, but if you just search for Sesco, you won't find any latest pictures. It is on Twitter. I do not know
Any
why
what?
that is such. You can't find any of his latest pictures.
Lady?
Like this,
What picture?
Wow.
yeah, this is I think 1 year or 2 years back picture. Not even like from now. It's like old.
What picture you can't find this in?
You see,
Latest.
yeah, latest. Like he'll score a goal, he'll celebrate. No pictures
Just
from
go
that.
to
Just
Getty
some
Images, bro. You'll get it.
probably, but it'll be too much task in case something shit goes down. But yeah, anyway, coming back to the point. See, okay, there's a famous saying, right? Explain to me
Oh,
like I'm
wait,
five
wait.
eight. What happened?
Let me spoil the day. Latest update is Saliba is not spotted in training.
Okay.
Time to end the stream,
Okay.
guys. Thank you
Ben
so
White
much
is
for
back,
watching.
right?
Nah, Ben White
Then
won't
White
come.
won't come in straight up.
Tomiyasu centre back, we will be there.
But he still exists. Voila.
Uh-huh.
Back from the
We, we will be
back
there,
from
but
death.
will he be there? Will Tommy has to be there? I don't think he'll be there.
Even, jeez, we have to see Kiwi or Gabriel again. No, 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 please.
Nah, bro. Play Timber over there. Do anything.
But who
Play
plays
Partey
right
Partey.
right
back?
back.
We don't. Oh,
Partey
Thomas
right back.
Partey. Oh,
Thomas Partey against
jeez.
Morgan Rogers. Oh fuck. Daniel Mane might play, bro.
If there's
Mane.
one midfield in the world that I'm petrified of, it is of Villas, man. I cannot have a look at that midfield and say that I'll be comfortable. Even with Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, that is one midfield that scares me to death. Onana, Morgan Rogers, Yuri Tielemans, crazy,
Okay,
crazy good.
people are saying it's that remember the run he made on a transition against Spurs
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and then
Oh,
he stopped
yeah.
completely and he hit his hamstring that moment.
Huh?
Bro,
Probably.
are you kidding me?
And can we
You,
mute the words hamstring and all, man? It really pains my heart.
I can't, man,
Honestly,
I
man.
can't. But anyways, coming back to the point, uh, just,
Yeah.
uh, just help me understand how Zubimendi's inclusion in the team would mean issues for Odegaard because I'm not able to completely
Narratives, bro,
understand.
narratives.
Or is it just narratives? Because like how Michael Scott tells, explain to me like I'm a 5 year old. Can you just try and explain
Hmm.
like how that makes it, how even it will remotely make sense? Because I do not like why are people so fast or so quick in like disregarding Odegaard from the main team as soon as Veneri makes a good run or has a good moment or when Fabio Vieira uh,
Mm.
makes a good situation out of a bad thing. Like why? Like I just don't get it. Can you guys help me understand because I have no idea how to make sense out of it.
See,
Me neither because yeah. Yeah, go on,
Okay,
Ramesh.
go ahead.
what basically
Uh,
people are currently seeing in Odegaard is that he's being transformed into someone who's very build-up efficient. That is someone who just drops deeper, plays in that role as getting into the first phase, collecting the ball and playing the ball, and lesser of
mm,
what he used to do alongside Bukayo Saka because people have completely gone over the fact that Odegaard has been missing chances, he's not hitting form, he's become a father,
mm,
he's become this that, and he's not
mm,
and he's one of the scapegoats apart from Havertz in the team and obviously
mm,
Martinelli that has put people in questions related to his position. But what I
mm,
feel is that getting his signature basically means a more advanced and attacking role for Odegaard, who can,
mm,
like I told you on that post, he could play in zone 14, where
mm,
Zubimendi and Rice keep rotating, and he
mm,
has lesser duties in possession because Zubimendi is so good in just playing passes, quick passes, that to ground passes or even lob balls like Jorginho-esque from DLP role to
mm,
Odegaard, which actually boosts our attack. And we would see the numbers that we saw in the 20 to 23 season wala. That season ka
mm,
numbers, we'll see it again in
mm.
Odegaard if we give him a role that is strictly ahead. And it is
Oh,
all, it all comes down to how we profile every player.
mm, 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 mm,
I think he'll do well. I don't know where this has come from, like where he can't play when Zubimandi plays, because
mm,
like we've seen in the 22-23 season, like where he was like scoring goals for fun. His
mm,
timing is really good, like when he arrives in the box and everything.
mm.
So
Yes.
I'm curious to see. Mm, but also, like, if he doesn't click that well, like we have one area who will like who is
Hmm.
built for that role, where like
Mm,
he'll be the sharpshooter, kind of like who'll get 10 plus goals a season kind of player. And with
mm,
Zubimendi, he doesn't have to be the one who can who progress the ball. So I think that role
mm,
suits him really well as well. So I
mm.
think we'll be fine, like regardless whatever happens with Odegaard or not. So that's
Okay.
my view.
And also for a fact that in the 2022-23 season, we had someone like Xhaka who used to win those duels from
Mm,
first phase and actually play as a box-to-box midfielder. But
mm,
now that we don't have him, and
mm,
Merino and Havertz are being experimented as that left center mid, second striker hybrid, we
mm,
have Odegaard doing more of the defensive duties since last season.
mm,
So you
mm,
mitigate that by getting a player like Zubimendi, and it's just better for the whole team.
mm,
And also, it's I even tweeted this out that it is more of profiling your midfielders to the best of their ability, which we haven't been doing for a long time. It was Thomas Partey playing the lone DM role with
mm,
Rice having to do the work of Partey out of possession because Partey chasing chasing players is not a good sight. And then he was bundled with the responsibility of, being on the left wing, being the second striker, which was making no sense. And it was partly because of the injuries that we had. And it also had to do with Odegaard having to stay up with Saka, with
mm,
Thomas Partey providing little to no
mm,
I mean, security for other
mm,
midfielders to do their thing. So what Zubimendi does, Zubimendi is someone who will just, sit in the center of the midfield. He just spray passes like Jorginho. His game intelligence is second to none. And the fact that he can tackle, and even if he isn't the paciest midfielder, he's got someone in Rice who he can rely on if he gets caught out, which I don't think will happen a
yes.
lot. And
Mm,
also, what he does is the fact that he'll be deeper, he'll be able to put more ground passes in for our wide players, which allows Odegaard to be the cam. I mean, even if he isn't the cam, it basically means he'll be higher up the pitch, which will benefit
mm,
us because he's a creator. He's not someone who will defend, which essentially has become his role ever since Saka's left and ever since
mm,
we've
mm,
become defensive. So yeah.
mm, mm. But there's an interesting point that Arush made, like like, Xhaka used to be there, who used to play as a second striker role or something in that LCM, right? So I
Mm.
just made like quick search about like how was Xhaka, because Xhaka's best season was his last season with Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So that time he scored 7 goals in the Premier League and assisted 7 times. So bringing Zubimendi into the team, do you think that will facilitate our other players who plays in that other role to give us the same
Right.
output?
Rice has
Hmm.
the LCM
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
that is what Rice was brought into play. Under David
Hmm.
Moyes, the only complaint with whoever saw Rice play at West Ham was just that he was restricted to a more defensive role because of the way that
Hmm.
team because of the team structure. And
mm,
because of the fact that they were a team who were about surviving in the league rather than being on the front foot. So the transition from West Ham to Arsenal, it came
mm,
as it came as a surprise because then you could see. I mean, the move didn't come as a surprise, but the play style, the way in which he
mm,
was playing, even last season you could see him making those marauding runs in the box, which he's known for, his ball carrying,
mm,
which he's known for, which he wasn't
mm,
able to do this season, and
mm,
that is exactly what Zubimendi facilitates. Rice
mm,
is not a proper six. He's a midfielder. He's a centre mid.
mm,
And that comes to the fore when he knows that he's got safety behind him, and
mm.
when he knows that there are players to cover for him, of which he wasn't sure of in the current setup.
So if okay, let's assume that Rice is that starting LCM, right? I just did another quick search. Last season, he had 7 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League, and he's bringing the goals and everything. Would you still trust Rice as an LCM over Havertz, who we assumed will be that LCM once we get a centre forward, or would you still start Rice, Zubimendi, and still Odegaard?
Will I answer it, or who else would want to?
It's open to the things.
It's just me.
Rajas, Harush,
Yeah.
Parth, anyone?
So yeah. So the thing is,
Mm,
Havertz would be more of a horses for horses player, where he can be used as a LCM, where he can be used as a striker, which I think will happen in
mm,
most games where, there are certain games where you need a Havertz and there are certain games where you need whoever a centre forward would be. Or
mm,
with the amount of games we have to play, we need to have some cover. And it isn't even about being a backup, it is just profiling your players in a way
mm,
that is suited to a certain game, which I think Merino and Havertz would do from next season.
mm.
They won't be named on
Okay.
starters, but they'll
Mm,
be more than squad players, less than starters. Yeah,
okay. Mm,
that is
fair
how
enough.
I put
Fair
it.
enough. Mm. So that's Zubimendi for us. Have you guys taken a look into like who Naipan is? Because I know that Odegaard is the one that is like uh, doing the dog work or something from or the groundwork. Sorry, the groundwork for Arsenal. I know that I've had my breakfast. I had coffee. I'm not even kidding. I had coffee. I'm still talking bullshit. But yeah, he's doing the groundwork for Arsenal, if I'm not wrong. Being from the same country and all of that. The guys get a look on to what kind of player he is and what he could bring into the team. Because
See,
I have no idea.
I've seen him like when he was first linked a few months
Mm,
ago. I did look at his clips and all the things.
mm,
I wasn't moved. Like I didn't really like what I saw, but because
mm,
like he's playing in some farmers league, and yeah, I mean he does have some good attributes, but I don't know why like everyone calls him world class and everything. So I'm not sure, but I'd be down for the deal if it's like 10 million or something. Like
mm,
you never know with these players like how they turn out. So
mm.
I'm not too bummed about it. Like we'll see if we can sign him. So yeah, that's my view.
Fair. And what about you,
Yeah,
Arish
my
and
answer
Parth?
is
You guys get a better look
I've
at him
yeah,
or the
mine's
same
the
look?
same.
yeah, yeah, I have read a lot about Naipan. I mean, yeah, what Raja said, those clips when he was first linked, I saw them, and the clips that I see now are the same clips. I haven't seen anything new in these clips. But
Mm,
for a fact that I know he is being quoted to be an all-phase midfielder, someone
mm,
who's pass heavy, less
mm,
carrier, but a good
mm,
carrier, and
mm,
also for someone to be that wonderkid status. I came
mm,
out
mm.
on our GC and I was very honest and I said I don't see anything special,
True.
and that's what Raja said as well.
Mm,
So I don't know if this is going to be another Sambi Lokonga phase in which we're getting played into, but this guy seems to have a decent potential to hit
mm,
the ground running. I
mm,
don't know if
mm,
he can do it already now. He doesn't look physically good. He has quite a lot of positions, I mean, aspects in his game that he needs to improve onto. And
mm,
I had read Ben's piece on him, and
mm,
he does lack that temperament at times, which I read through the piece where he said that his final
mm,
ball may not be, he may be careless in playing the final ball, and he needs a refinement in that. And someone that you think of when a ball carrier is someone who can take the game by himself and is explosive with his dribbling. But what I see
mm,
with Naipan and his clips is that he's rather slow with his ball carrying, and he prefers movements that are smarter,
mm,
efficient, smart, effective, whatever you can call it. But it's
mm,
not got that explosiveness, that someone is an agile, good dribbler at this age could have. So that is
mm,
another thing that made me say no. And obviously, someone being 17, 18 years old, you don't expect him to have the best decision making skills to play in
right.
the Premier League as well. So there are
Mm,
lots of
Yeah.
aspects that I see that him being not worth taking the gamble, but in the future can be a decent run out.
mm,
So
mm.
yeah.
But anything to add to this?
I mean, he's more of a prospect, less of a starter. So
Mm,
yeah, if it means splashing out 10 million and
mm,
taking a gamble on him, I'm open to it, but I would rather have a start. I mean, a starter level midfielder if
mm,
Jorginho and Partey are to leave. And my first pick would be Gibbs White, downright. Morgan Gibbs White fits the bill at
mm.
Arsenal 100%.
Okay, okay. But there's an interesting point that I think Raja made some time back. If at all we bring Naipan, right? Would it
Hmm.
restrict the development of Match Doman because who's been in and around our
Yeah.
main team for a while, right? So it's an interesting thing to see because I know Match Doman is what, 15? He will be 16 soon and he
He's
can't
still
sign a
14,
contract.
bro.
No, no, he turned 15 recently.
He turned 15 if
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not wrong.
31st December. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
last day of the year. Yeah.
Mhm. At this age, you can only play the cup games. At the age 16, he can play the Premier League. He can start like featuring. So, I mean, not the point, but like in probably like us in 2 years, like 2, 3 years, when time comes, will he sign a professional contract with Arsenal or not? Will that be a thing if Lifeline comes or something? Because we know uh, after after Saka, the best prospect in terms of all the cloud that we've been hearing is Venere. But out of nowhere
Hmm.
came Miles Kelly Lewis. No, Miles Lewis Kelly? Yeah, Miles Lewis Kelly.
Miles was
Right. Yeah, hello. I
Bro,
changed
you need
myself.
another cup of
yeah.
coffee, man. I can't lie.
Miles Lewis Kelly, who's been brilliant. I think it was Raja and Arush who said that, yeah, let Ethan Venere take all the cloud, but this guy will be the one that will break out of nowhere. And it's been the point. It has
Yeah.
been the point about it. So,
Yeah, I
um,
remember I said keep him
mm,
as underrated as you can, hype as
mm,
much as you want that you want to
mm,
make with one area, but keep MLS, and he's the one who's gotten the route, even though that route had so many players at left back, he still
mm,
managed to get a spot and he's starting games so fun now.
Yeah.
mm. That's true. So, will this signing affect match? So that's what after them comes match Doman, and I think the other striker who we let go to United, right? I don't know how to pronounce
Tito.
his name. Yeah. So these two were the two
Cheeto
names
Pimentel.
after Ethan and Miles. I think it's these two names. So will it affect them signing a professional contract with us if we sign an iPad? I do not know, but it's an interesting thing to say how it will develop and
And
all
two
of that.
two good players can coexist. And I'm pretty sure that, I was hearing news of Rice being a mentor to Dowman, and I
Hmm,
don't feel that if Rice is mentoring Dowman, I don't
hmm.
feel that he'll be similar to someone like us when I found. So yeah.
Hmm.
I agree to the point where two players make good players in courses. I'm just saying, will he stay? Assuming that at age 18, he can't just be a bench player. He needs to go out and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
develop and all of that. So I don't know. It could be another
But
balancing
but
situation.
our signings are, yeah, the prospects that we've signed haven't really been a hit. So I hope that we sign Naipan and turn it around. We signed
Mm,
Marquinhos, we signed Sambi Lokonga, we signed Tavares. I mean, Tavares is doing good, great,
mm,
but he wasn't anything like it for us. So
mm,
yeah.
mm. So and our last target, Cesco. Since summer, we've been trying to get a signature. He said, "No, check this. I'll stay here for another season or two." But then the agent comes out saying that, oh no, he's not going to go out on loans and all that. Whereas mainstream media has said that we are trying to get him on loan with an option or an obligation to buy. Right. What do you guys think about it? Do you honestly think we'll get him this window, or it's just a pure summer signing for us?
Summer signing. We're
Summer
just putting
signing.
in all
Sorry?
the groundwork.
Right.
We are putting in all the groundwork for
Yeah, yeah.
summer.
Yeah, I think we
And
should
I
sign him.
don't even think that
Yeah.
Leipzig would budge because there's a gentleman's agreement between
Mm,
Leipzig and Sesko to use the summer.
mm,
And if
mm,
we do everything perfectly besides the bid
mm,
till
mm,
the summer, I don't see an issue.
mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
think
if
we
you're
should
like
Okay.
start the
if you are
groundwork now.
Uh,
yeah, yeah. And with Isak
Get
looking
him
more
in
and
like
more
how we did with
unobtainable,
Declan Rice.
mm,
right, yeah, yeah. And with Isak looking more and more unobtainable, I think
mm,
Sesko is the one who we have to go for because let's be real, even if Newcastle don't get Europe, I mean
mm,
they surely will, but even if they don't get Europe, we have to spend in south of like 120, 125 million. I'm pretty sure.
mm, mm,
And that
mm.
eats up.
Yeah.
His voice was cut right
So
in between because I can't hear him.
yeah,
Yeah.
same. Yeah,
He's not
Yeah,
there
his
again.
voice is yeah.
uh,
Huh?
It's okay.
uh,
So like
yeah.
I'll
Mm, okay.
okay.
Yeah,
So Shesko should be the ideal signing we should like do. I'd be really happy if we do it now, but I think summer is more likely.
Mm,
But if we bid like 70, 80 million right now with good upfront amount, I think Leipzig will accept, but it depends
mm,
on that of us
mm,
willing to do that or not.
mm,
And also like if you miss out on Shesko, I have another shout for like that type of a signing. I mean, if we sign Isak, Havertz is going to be really important in this team. But if we sign a
yeah.
Shesko type striker, I think Havertz will have a reduced rotational role. And my other shout for like Shesko type signing is Hugo Ekitike. Like he plays for Eintracht Frankfurt. I really
Hmm.
like his profile as well.
Well, isn't
Um,
he more similar to Havertz though as a
You,
facilitator?
you,
yeah,
you know what?
facilitator, but like he can still finish really well, and he can dribble quite well as well. Like I've been
So,
really impressed like looking at his numbers.
so to the ones who don't know, basically why Marmoush is famous in this season is basically because of Hugo Etikete, whatever his name is.
Uh,
He's like that profile you have in a team that what Havertz does, but at a better rate, in which
mm,
they manage to get more effective because they have another player in Marmoush who can finish the game. So that
okay.
is him.
Mm, mm.
Basically, you can think of a Xerxes at Bologna, that type of player.
A
Even
9.5.
better, I'd say.
Yeah, even better, yeah, even better for
Okay.
sure. Because his output
Mhm.
has already been better than that.
Because in terms, like, Sesko is very good ball striking and he has a strength and he has a good leap as well, right? So I thought Raja would say Delap would be like a similar signing to Sesko because
Forget
I
about Brexit signings, bro. We are past that situation.
what would I forget?
Brexit signings, yeah, like Brexit,
Hmm.
Brexit.
Brexit.
we are.
British.
We
No,
need to
but
move away from signings like these.
mhm.
I used to like hype Ivan Ferguson before, but like he has fallen off really badly now.
Hmm.
Oh,
I think we need someone more ready, and which is like Shesko for me, and he's the no-brainer number one target.
mm,
And if it looks like Isaac is really unattainable in the summer, like if they
yeah,
get UCL, I don't think he'll be available on the cheap, and it'd be really
mm,
hard to get him.
mm,
So like yeah, number two option would be like Hugo Ekitike. Like we should look at him for sure.
Yeah.
mm.
But
Need to,
With Sheshko, like we've done so much groundwork. I
mm,
feel like it'll be done. Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
about it.
like the shout of Liam Delap. He
Mm,
is he's young, he's raw. There's a lot of things that he needs to improve on, but the initial
mm,
signs solid.
mm,
I mean, I would put him in the category I used to put Evan Ferguson in. one and a half seasons ago. You know, he was a star ready to break out, and I think that would be Liam Delap this season.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, fair enough.
He's very
And
good.
that's about transfers. Let's quickly get into our next situation, that is our Arsenal again. Right before that, we have a nice comment. We have Dr. Vivek. Hi, Dr. Vivek. Welcome back to the stream. Nice, glad to see you all after such a reactionary week for all of us. True, true. It's been a week. It's been a hell of a week. Losing to United by handing over the game to them and winning the NLT in dramatic
But
fashion, by the way. Yeah.
that is how that is how quick football changes, right? You know,
Mm,
there can be one week where all your rivals gain points, you drop them, and there would be another week where, oh, sorry, it was the same week where every rival of yours drop points and you gain. So yeah,
mm,
that is what keeps on
mm.
going on. Yeah.
True, true. Let's talk about
Yeah.
the Villa game. Yeah, what other go?
Yeah, nothing. Like, go on, go on.
Okay. Huge positive. Ben White might be back for Arsenal match fitness
We
soon,
need
which
him,
we already
man.
spoke about.
We need him
But
for Timber's sake.
uh, I mean, for now, it looks like we need that for Saliba's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have one more comment from Dr. Vivek. Dilap, I have seen that lad. Dilap is a big Adebayor's.
Adebayo's.
Dilap is young and will be a great signing. Hmm. You guys think so?
I haven't watched much of
I
Delap, so I
haven't
wouldn't comment.
watched
Hmm.
much of Adebayor.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna be very pricey.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I've seen him, I think,
If,
three
if
times.
there's
Once
someone,
when.
if there's someone I would compare him with, it is a very loose
Hmm.
comparison, but I think he's a more well-rounded Haaland. That is how I would put him. Yeah,
He's
Okay.
close to an
a
Osimhen
more
profile as well.
well-rounded Haaland. Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I see. Okay. Hmm. Okay.
See,
Okay.
like when I
Hmm.
watched him play, I feel like everything looks extra hard. Like when he does it, he looks
Hmm.
very busy when he playing. Like with quality players, you don't feel that way.
Okay.
They get separation and
Mm-hmm.
all the things, like they look easy when you watch them. But like with Delap and
Hmm.
like even like Vlahovic or you say like these type of
Hmm.
striker, even Hoyland, like they look so busy like doing the basic stuff. Like I don't like players like that personally.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like
Okay.
Delap's really good ball striking, so like that's interesting, and like he's quite strong as well. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but like
No, because I
for me, like
watched. Hmm.
Arsenal.
I watched him three times. One was against United when United played Ipswich. Like I think it was Amaron's first Premier League game.
First game, yeah,
Second
they
was
drew 1-1.
yeah, and second was against Arsenal. I thought he was decent to be fair against our centre backs. I think he was physical enough to like do well. So we know that he's like Premier League ready at least to some level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, third third match I don't quite remember against whom. Was it? Ah, yeah, sorry, it was against
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chelsea. Yeah. He ran riots. He definitely ran riots against Chelsea's back.
Bro,
But again, it's Chelsea's
at
back line.
at this point, anyone can do a job for us at CF with the way we create chances, man. We just have to kick
Mm-hmm.
the ball
Fairs.
in there. No
True.
point of analysis is gonna change that fact, to be honest.
Do you think Nicola Jackson could be a good fit for us?
I don't rate people like that. I don't wanna
He
talk.
can't do the only thing that we ask our center forward to do. So yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
this
Okay.
is why I don't want Vlahovic as well, bro. Because you see his finishing, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
You see the chances he misses per game, and that's worse than what it is for Havertz currently. You see the goals he
Mm-hmm.
scored in the last two seasons, it's lesser than Havertz. So all
Okay.
Wow.
these factors bringing in, it just, I don't know, man. Like, at least it's someone better than no one at this point.
Your
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
Damien seems to be a huge fan of this guy, so yeah.
I know. We used to have these conversations earlier in the season, and last season also, I remember in March and all, we were again linked to him when his agent wanted to move out. And that time
Mm-hmm.
also, I was of the same thought only, and Damien was the guy who wanted Vlahovic
Love
because he's been rating him
it.
since that time we were linked.
Mm-hmm. Another prospect for centre forward who I would genuinely take is, with a very, very genuine I take is Tammy Abraham. Like he's such a world class. I can't say it.
Let it go, bro. Like let it grow. Let it go.
Man,
He's finished. He
put
he,
the
he has
price in
one
the
knee
bag,
and
bro.
he's finished.
Put the price in the bag, bro.
Dr. Vivek says, but Raja Bhai, be it Dilap or rest, both are be Dilap or rest, both are playing for those teams whose tactics are starved of game control and possession. Our problem isn't
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
centers
Faiz,
luck.
Faiz, Faiz,
Hmm, hmm,
Faiz.
hmm.
Good point.
That's why I said no,
Yeah.
anyone and everyone can put the ball in the net for our team, man.
Uh, we need somebody who can like finish. Yeah,
Just need some clinicality there.
And I'm
uh,
I'm,
uh,
I'm hearing Tammy Abraham to Arsenal in big 2025, man. I mean, come on.
He just had an
I
ACL
was,
I
as well.
think
I mean, come on, bro. Like let it go. Yeah,
he
he came
did.
back from ACL. Like he didn't play for like an year, I think.
Hmm, okay, okay. I didn't say Tammy Abraham. I'm sorry. Anyways, speaking of injuries, and that could help us when you're playing Aston Villa. Pau Torres, John McGinn,
Ooh,
and Ross Barkley are out.
ooh.
At least
and
that's
also
what has
Carlos
been
is
reports.
also Carlos is
Carlos.
So
also out.
Diego Carlos is actually wanting to
Mm-hmm.
move away from Villa. If I'm not wrong.
Only thing is
Yeah.
that Daniel Manuel plays. That's it.
And he plays
Mm-hmm.
against his
Arsenal.
boyhood club. Boyhood club,
Yes.
he was a part of the Arsenal Academy. So yeah, good
Mm-hmm.
luck with containing him tomorrow. He scored a goal on his debut, man. I have never been certain of anything before.
Mm-hmm. But
Morgan Rogers is the one I'm scared of, like from
yeah,
that
Yeah.
same,
team.
same, same. Oh my God,
And
Morgan
if
August.
even
Yeah.
I'd say this, there's
Uh,
only two midfields in the league that scare me. One is of
uh,
Newcastle and the other is Villa's.
mm,
Quality, man. Quality midfield.
Onana
It's
is
at
gonna put
Emirates,
up a
so
show,
like
bro.
it's a relief. But like we are with seeing our attack, I think like yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Uh, we'll see
Yeah,
what
if we
happens.
miss the if we miss the chances that we missed like against Tottenham, United and
mm,
Newcastle, yeah,
mm,
good luck winning tomorrow. That ain't happening. You have to be clinical against the likes of Villa.
mm, mm. Like I know, like we won against our London rivals and everything, but if you look at the game, it was absolutely horrible. We could have easily drawn that game on any other day, right?
Which game?
Trossard, the energy, like Trossard
The
before that
energy.
shot with the left foot, he was absolutely sticking up that place. Everything
I
he
said it.
scuffed,
I said it.
everything he scuffed. So yeah, against Villa, we can't do that. We should take every chance as for
Villa will
half a
So
fall in
do
chance.
love,
I
bro, if
do
we
I
don't
give
take it.
you do I give you some negative hopium for tomorrow? So last season our title race derailed when Liverpool played Palace. They lost to them. The next game was Villa versus Arsenal. We had an excellent first half and then we lost 2-0. Guess what?
Hmm.
The fixtures are tomorrow. It is Brentford facing Liverpool first, and then
Mm,
just after that fixture, it's Villa Arsenal,
mm,
What
mm,
time do
mm.
we play tomorrow?
and it is at home, and it is at the Emirates. Wow, yeah,
What time do we
Okay.
play tomorrow?
Uh,
Indian time?
India
6:30.
time 11 o'clock. India time 11
Yeah,
o'clock is
six
about wrong. But yeah,
6:30.
I,
Geez, yeah, sorry, 11. Sorry.
uh, oh shit, we get it. We get it. You're in Germany, bro.
Oh
We get
shit,
it.
subtle flex. Sorry, guys.
We get it. Raja, any thoughts regarding the Aston Villa game? How do you think we'll
Nah, bro,
share?
I just want Raja to give me predictions. I'm done then.
Yeah. Bring it on, man. Come on.
You
Serve
don't
us
want to go
some
to
good results, man.
fine, fine, fine.
Let him do a Brentford prediction, man. We will be there no matter what. I need it. We
Mm,
need it.
Tomorrow is the day
Brentford
that
Liverpool will be a
Liverpool.
draw.
Tomorrow is the
He's
day where
called it.
Liverpool realize that Brian Mbeumo is the guy. I'm telling you.
mm,
Oh yeah. Oh. I was in Darshan's stream the other day. Oh sorry. Before joining the stream, I was on a stream and he was like, I don't see anybody replacing Salah in the market,
mm,
and I'm like, Brandon Boyma is the guy, man. Get him.
uh,
Get him.
mm. One
Yeah,
last point before we go into predictions from Dr. Vivek. Whatever happens against Villa, but we need Odegaard to score. We are lacking his goals, and he has missed status after status at a crucial times. And not anything against him, just want him to score.
Hmm.
yeah.
I
We
mean,
He
need it, man. With
he
the
he scored
kind
one
of
goal this
attackers
season, I
we've
think.
got, we need a
mm,
midfielder to score, man. Yeah.
And
mhm,
if
And
I'm
was it
not
a
wrong,
Yeah,
he
in
penalty?
had
the last
one goal.
game, in the last game, my head
Was
was
it
gone.
a
Like he was
Odegaard
doing
score?
360 in the penalty box, bro. Like what the fuck was that? There was
Yeah.
like there was an open
mm,
chance to shoot, and he's doing 360 in the box. Like bro,
That
mhm,
like
that guy cannot. That are the only complaint I have from Odegaard. That guy
mm,
cannot do shit with his right foot, man. Jeez, his right foot is terrible. Sorry, it isn't even terrible. He doesn't try to shoot from his right. It isn't
mm,
even terrible.
And Saka next to him, he should actually take lessons from him though, with how he
mhm.
works out
Yeah,
on his right foot.
Or even
right
And
Martinelli
foot.
with him.
Yeah,
you compare other seasons to what Odegaard was in terms of goal scoring. He has one goal this season, bro. One
Mm,
goal, and I think that also
even
has
the
been a
goal he
penalty only,
scored
if I'm not wrong.
was even the goal scored he even the goal he scored was against West Ham, I think.
Mm,
Penalty?
The penalty. We
Oh,
got
that's
two
what I thought.
penalties in that game, right?
Yeah,
the ozone we
Saka
had
and
for the
Odegaard.
last 2 seasons got obliterated this year.
and that's why we signed Martin Zubimendi.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens.
okay. So we'll get into predictions now before it's already 2 hours. It's been 2 hours, guys. 2 hours we've been streaming. I think it's the longest we've gone so far. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's been part of this stream so far, even in the comment section. Uh, Guys, get involved in the predictions for now, so do let us know as well. Okay, the first big match this game week, Brentford versus Liverpool. The first match.
Brentford away. Brentford
Yeah,
away. G-Tech.
yeah. No, Brentford at home. I mean, Liverpool are going away.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your prediction?
It's Brentford away for Liverpool at G-Tech Stadium.
What's your predictions?
Hopefully that J gets packed.
Uh,
Okay, we'll ask for
Hopefully,
Raja's
Liverpool
predictions.
try finding the G.
Yeah.
Oh, Raja, what are your predictions for this?
Family friendly
2-2.
stream, guys. Sorry.
2-2 Liverpool. I mean, 2-2.
Yeah.
2-2 Liverpool. That you need to get the third coffee in, man. Come on. Miles, Kelly Lewis. 2-2 Liverpool. Ah, da, 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 da.
Anyways, Arsh,
I'm saying 1-1.
1-1. So 1-1 Brentford?
I
No,
mean,
no,
it's the
1-1
same
Liverpool.
thing.
Parth, what's yours?
Uh, 2-1. 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Oof.
2-all,
Okay,
2-all, 2-all.
2-all, okay.
Draw.
2-all draw. We have Dr. Vivek saying 2-1.
Brentford.
Francis
Francis,
and
Oh,
that
China
is
is.
he?
Gunner.
Is he?
Really?
Gooner
I don't know.
apparently.
Yeah, Thomas
I
Thomas Frank is now one of the best managers in the league. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's done. Certain.
so okay, we have this one. The next big game we have is we are playing Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Parth,
I'm not giving any predictions. No.
you got it. The last time I asked Raja for his predictions first. Now you have to tell.
No, I can't. I can't. I'm not predicting any result on our game. It gets postponed, man. Yeah.
Arish, what about you?
I'm saying a scrapey 1-0 or a 2-1. I'll say 2-1.
2-1 Arsenal. Okay. Uh, Parth, I said this one, Raja.
I'm on the fence with this one, but looking at the good vibes around the
Don't
club,
you dare, don't you dare
maybe
call it a draw. Don't you dare.
no, no, no. Like maybe we'll be like say, I'll go with Arush's prediction like 2-1 maybe for Arsenal.
Maybe or for sure 2-1. Which one?
I'm not 100%, but like looking at the vibes with the transfers and around the club, I'd say yeah,
Mm.
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, 2-1 Arsenal. Now you have to tell what.
If
Yes.
Saliba doesn't play, we are royally fucked, guys.
Oh, yeah, proper,
Oh,
proper. Watkins,
I
did
don't
not
think he'll
play.
play, but we'll manage to win
I
somehow.
think
I
he'll
feel
play
like
though. I think he'll play because we've had Gabriel also not being training and he still manages to play. Saliba
Mm,
with one hamstring, he's good enough to not just get affected by that. And
mm,
he
I
continued the
prefer
game, by the way.
Saliba with one hamstring than Kiwior with two. So yeah, that's that.
Parth,
Nothing against Kiwior, but Saliba is just too good, man.
Parth, what's your prediction? You can tell whatever you want.
2-1
I'm
Arsenal.
going to 2-1
2-1
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Very cheap. Very, very cheap. Then we have Dr. Vivek saying we are winning 2-0. They are without their leaders, Pau Torres, and if Odegaard scores, we are winning 4-1. Whoa, oh shit.
Whoa.
4-1. 4-1.
4-1. Insane,
Unai
insane.
Emery's
4-1
tomorrow is
should be
going to
worth
be
6
big.
points, man. 4-1 should be worth 6 points. I'm not even lying.
which game are we
I don't
talking
think we'll
about
win.
here?
Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
Dr. Vivek will
Vivek bro
score in
has so
every
much hope. I hope his prediction goes to like becomes true.
game.
Yeah.
Uh, Next one we have United versus Brighton at United's home
Ooh.
at Old Trafford.
3-1 Brighton.
Ooh.
You wait. This time I'm asking Parth. I'm asking Parth.
Ah, yeah. Three. It's at Old Trafford, right?
Old Trafford,
Old
Old
toilet.
Trafford.
3-2. 3-2 Brighton.
Oh, okay. Brighton. What about you, Arish?
3-1 Brighton.
Oof. Okay. Raja?
Yeah, 3-1 Brighton.
3-1. Crazy. Dr. Vivek, any predictions? Let us know. Okay.
Fuck.
Next we
Right.
have Everton versus Tottenham. Everton's home. Arish,
Hydrogen
your
bomb
prediction.
was
New manage
dropping.
New manager bounce. I will give it to
Oh,
Everton. 1-0.
wait, one second. So we have United got owned by Southampton without the excellence of Diallo. They are
Facts.
fifth. Brighton winning it.
Facts.
Wait,
Facts.
Diallo for how many matches gone? Only one match, right?
Diallo is
Eh?
gone? Why?
I mean,
Amad
red
What?
Diallo, he
card.
scored a hat trick yesterday, right?
Oh, he might. Okay, he meant that
Who's
Diallo.
Diallo, bro?
Anyways,
Oh,
Make it four coffees.
yes.
Arish, you were saying
Starbucks deserves it, bro. I said 1-0 Everton.
1-0 Everton. Cool. Hmm. Raja,
Which one?
Everton were Tottenham.
Tottenham. Okay. Uh,
Don't know.
David Moyes at the wheel. Um, okay,
Okay,
so I think 2-0 Everton.
I
Ooh.
can actually see it happen. To be fair, I can genuinely see it happen. 2-0. Parth, yours.
Mm, 2-1 Everton.
2-1 Everton. Okay. And we
And
have,
I'm
okay. Yeah.
I'm not certain, but I think Ange gets sacked if he loses. He shouldn't get sacked, but I think he gets sacked. He shouldn't
No,
get
I
sacked.
think they'll wait. I think they'll wait for the
That's what
Europa
I
League
think that.
game
Mm-hmm.
and
But
Carabao as well, no? Yeah, Carabao.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, 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 yeah. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
And,
keep him.
and also, I think they should wait till summer. I don't think sacking now is viable, anyways. They're having another inter manager for the rest of the season
It's
in
not
that
gonna save
position.
their season, neither is it gonna
Exactly.
give anything to them. Just stick with
Exactly.
Ange. Hate him as
Mhm.
much as you can.
That's your prediction. Dr. Vivek says draw. Hey, we have a new comment. Hey Nishit, welcome to the stream. I hope you're subscribed as well. Uh, your prediction 2-0 to Tottenham. Whoa, okay. That is, I mean, to be fair, Tottenham plays better when they're away from home because I think their track record at home is shit. They're better away,
But
if I'm not
considering
wrong.
David Moyes with the players that want to prove himself to him, it is a tricky
Mm-hmm.
game.
True, true. And his prediction, Nishit's prediction for Arsenal is 2-1. 2-1. To be fair, you're not wrong, Nishit. You have probably the entire panel, not probably, yeah, the entire panel said 2-1 to the Arsenal, except Mr. Dr. Vivek. He said 4-1 or 2-0, which is like crazy, but yeah, it is what it is. Dr. Vivek said Hotspur side Mourinho before the Carabao Cup. Yep, I don't think they will risk it
Oh
again.
yeah,
I don't
it's
think
the
they'll
history
risk
of
it
the
again.
Tottenham.
Yeah. I mean, if they repeat it, then it's, I don't know what to say.
You just say it's the history of the Tottenham and you just move outward.
Nishit, I'm from a Twitter group.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've seen. I think I know who you are exactly.
Whose Twitter group? Our Twitter group or you have a
No,
separate
no,
one?
if I'm not wrong, the Tamil Twitter group, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I'm
But yeah,
South Indian, sir.
okay. Would you please,
I'm sorry, man. I'm just in Bangalore,
Hello,
bro.
Nishit bro.
Ignore me. Ignore me. I heard that joke by our workshop guy today, so I was like, let me just
Dark
say it.
Arts? Yeah, Dark Arts FC. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Tamil
Yeah,
group.
bro. Your profile picture says more.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Uh,
I think I should leave. I'm not lying.
No, 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 no. It's okay, man.
Arish, you're literally from Goa. Goa is in the south. What do you say?
Goa is nowhere, bro. Goa is not in the north. Goa is not in the south. No one gives a fuck. They
Goa is
can't label
Uh,
me
Portugal.
as anything. Goa is
Goa in Portugal.
everyone's vacation house, bro.
Anyways, back to football. Man City
Oh,
are
this is
playing
Joel
Ipswich.
Arsenal.
Hmm?
Huh?
Wait, is this Joel Arsenal? Or is he talking about Joel Arsenal? Because I think he's from Goa. There's this one
Joel,
guy on Twitter. His name is Joel Arsenal, who follows me. I know him.
wait, your name is Nitish. It's not Joel because I know Joel
Nishit,
Arson.
man, not Nitish, man.
Nishit.
Sixth cup of coffee for the day, bro. Bro, Nishit, clear which group you are in with Suchit. Who is Joel Arsenal? Is it? Oh, he is Joel Arsenal. I know this guy, bro.
Because even I know Joel Arson. I'm an Arson.
I remember he once told me that he's coming to Goa for a wedding or something.
The,
Random as fuck, but yeah, I know.
see, all this while his name is on Twitter was Joel, right? So I thought his name was Joel. I'd expect Nishit to be his actual name, but
What
okay.
are we doing with this stream, bro? What are we doing?
I have no idea. Anyways, back to predictions. Yeah,
Oh,
Ipswich versus Man City. Man City with newly
Is
extended
it
final.
away or at home?
Ipswich home.
Ooh,
no, Man
Hmm.
City are winning this, bro. I think I'll say a
two
comfortable
two nil.
3-1 or 4-1.
Yeah.
Wait, we'll go with Raja. Raja, what do you predict?
Mm,
Is it at like their Ipswich home stadium or
Ipswich,
like Etihad?
yeah, it's at
Ipswich home.
Ipswich home.
Okay, 2-2. Yeah, draw. Also, I just saw like Omar Marmoush, like he'll make 16 to 17 million per year. Like, wow, that's an insane salary.
16 to 7. Whoa. That is how much wages? Equal to.
That's more than this one
That's
Walker.
250, 300K, bro.
But it's
That's
in
250
it's
plus.
quoted in like euros, but still it's quite heavy, I think.
That is
Yeah.
still more than 215K per week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roughly. Yeah. Back to striker window. What? I
He's saying that we need to strike, like, get a striker. That's it.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So we have a draw, two to draw from Raja, and all his draw predictions so far have been correct. So we'll go with Arush. What is your prediction?
For City game, no?
If Switch was a city.
I'm saying City 4-1.
Whoa. Okay. 4-1 crazy. Okay. Past what about you?
City 3-1 with a last minute goal to make it 3.
Okay. Okay. That's what you have. Nishit and Dr. Vivek, do let us know what are your predictions as well. We'll definitely take that in. And for the last match, we have Chelsea versus Wolves at Stamford Bridge.
Ooh, Chelsea is winning.
Oh, okay. Before we go there,
Is Matthias Kuna back for the game?
Dr. Vivek's score
Yeah,
150 months for Haaland. Man City is losing this match. Hutchinson is scoring a goal. They laugh and have it. I mean,
score a goal, man. Omari Hutchinson, full support.
I think he just scored one goal, right? That will get Chelsea. That is the funny shit, but okay.
He scored twice. He scored against United as well.
Hmm, hmm.
Big
And
game
Dilap.
player, bro.
It'll be nice to see
Big
Dilap
game
score, you
player,
know?
big game player, man. Big game player.
True,
Yes, he
true,
gets
true.
it.
And next, its comment is Saliba injured.
Yeah, it's probably the hamstring injury he got
Hmm.
versus
Sama saying, I mean, we actually have Dr. Vivek in the chat. Ask him,
how
Dr.
is he
Vivek, do you
how
think
is he no, wait, how is he gonna assess the situation? Just
I am
because he's a
trying
If
to?
doctor?
if it's a doctor, it does not necessarily mean he knows how can how grave a hamstring injury is.
Leave
How are
that,
you
bro.
supposed to know?
What if Dr. Vivek is a dentist, bro? Then what are you gonna do?
Guys, one
Then
stream's not
he should
working for me.
consult
One stream's a
him
bit.
about Suarez, man.
Bro, you chug like take this whole bottle of coffee and chug it, bro. I'm actually
Seven,
kidding. Yeah, seven bottles.
seven cups, man. Ridiculous.
Also, also for a matter of fact, David Ornstein for Athletic just on his podcast reported that Vlahovic is not a player that Arsenal are particularly hot on.
And
So we
also,
won, bro. Raja, we won.
Just
and this
give
is
me
this call.
someone, man.
Mhm. And also
Nah, we are
regarding the
not signing
Partey and
striker.
Jorginho, and regarding Jorginho and Partey, contract talks have started, so which is good.
They
What?
It's
should, yeah. Jorginho and Partey, no contract talks
Ah,
have
okay.
started.
I heard contract
Mhm.
started, but I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, okay. So we have okay. This yeah, Chelsea versus Wolves at
Chelsea
Stamford
was
Bridge. What are your
okay.
predictions? We'll start with Arif. What is yours?
Chelsea is winning, bro. 2-0. Cold
Back
Palmer get on the score sheet.
Gold palm,
okay.
man. Gold
Two
palm.
one Chelsea. Raja, what about you?
Chelsea versus.
Wolves.
Sorry. Like I
Oh,
was. What's which game? Wolves. Okay. Uh,
is
Chelsea will win.
Matthias
I think.
Kuna back?
Chelsea
Yeah,
winning.
there's
Uh,
Cunha's back.
okay. So what are your predictions? I am Chelsea winning, but scoreline
2-1.
2-1 for you as well. Pass.
Could
Uh,
easily be final, I guess. Wolves are very
I'd
erratic.
say two, three, 1 Chelsea. 3-1 Chelsea. But it could be a
3-1.
tricky. Wolves will create tons of chances, not score them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Actually, won't be surprised if Wolves win this game like what? A 1-2 or
Yeah,
something.
Wolves is good enough to beat Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they can do well. That's our predictions actually. We cover all games, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we covered all games. Uh, Last comments. At last, we will take Tammy Abraham, Chelsea
Oh
at
shit,
Stadium.
yeah, Chelsea.
Suchit, you
Chelsea
have
is
a
again, yeah. It can
Suchit, you
strike,
have a
man, it
friend.
can strike.
I think Nishit has like gone back in stream to see what have we spoken about strikers. Thank you for doing that, by the way. It's really nice. Yeah, that's almost a stream. Any final words regarding the transfer window or our match against Aston Villa? Any final words?
Hopefully tomorrow is a good evening.
Okay.
No.
For us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah,
Of
Parth,
course,
Parth.
Raja, of course.
No, no,
man,
Parth.
I'm
No,
not saying a word.
Parth actually thought Aston Villa.
Man, I'm not saying a word, man. Just
Hmm.
get the job done, man. Whatever.
Yes. And one final prediction regarding Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Wolves 2. Hmm. I won't say
Possible,
that was possible, highly
possible.
possible, highly possible. Yeah. Are there any final words regarding uh, the transfer window or the Chelsea game? So or the Arsenal game?
Chelsea, Arsenal. Yeah, we'll win tomorrow. Keep Let's keep going. 2 more points recovered
Bro
against
is doing a pep
Liverpool.
talk in my
We
head
will be
also.
there.
He's doing a pep
We
Oh,
talk in
will
my
be
head.
there.
Come on, boys, we will do it.
uh,
Mbemo, brother, we are watching you.
Yeah,
Please do the
Mboyo
job.
man.
and we're more. You see,
Mbemo and Norgard.
the good thing about our Arsenal game is that Brentford and the Liverpool game is happening first. The pressure will be on
Hmm.
them, like how Pat said it. So I, even if
Pressure
Liverpool
is
drop,
privilege.
I
Pressure
understand.
is privilege. We are the Arsenal. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Please, please, I can't with that bullshit anymore. See, the PR team is doing so much, so much. Probably the only team that only PR team that's better than Arsenal right now is probably Rohit Sharma's PR team. But here we are. We don't care.
Or maybe Saif Ali Khan's as well.
Eh? What happened to Saif Ali Khan?
He got stabbed, bro. Hope you're
Saf,
not reading
Saf
news
is
about it.
not
Oh,
safe anymore.
yeah.
People made it a meme, bro. Like, I don't understand how.
No, that is because I'm assuming this is Preeti Zinta, right? Because when Preeti Zinta was there stuck in a tsunami or something, Saif Ali Khan just called her up saying, "Are you safe? Are you under the water?" Or some shit like that.
Everyone's under the water, bro.
Uh, anyways, we'll
Under
end
the
this stream
water.
because
Well,
we'll end this stream,
Yeah.
guys. I want
thank God you came to that conclusion, bro.
okay, I want. I was scoring 60 million down the drain. I have a score again, hopefully in my FPL. Dr. Vivek, one thing fans should understand is the process of recovery from injuries for us. Normal humans is different than elite athletes, and so the demand for bro. I'm having such a
Dr.
terrible day.
Vivek, please clear it out what kind of a doctor you are. Just because we want to take Suchit's case. Please tell me you're a dentist.
I hope you're not a dentist. I can't. Wait. Hey, how to pronounce that word? I had such a horrible morning, so how do you just say it?
Musculoskeletal. Oh my God, I got it
System
correct.
of athletes. Musculoskeletal system of athletes.
I got it correct, guys.
I'm so lost. So, doctor, help us. I can,
I
do
will
you get
DM
food?
Dr. Vivek Singh, bro. If he doesn't reply here, I will make sure you are exposed.
No. See, I just hope he's not a dentist to take. I, I'm not saying.
He's a dentist. He's a dentist.
No, he said I'm not dentist.
Oh,
See, if you're a
why did
dentist,
I
no
get
problem.
exposed?
I just hope you're not dentist in this particular thing. It'll be horrible for my kids. But anyways, the more I talk, I think the more shit it becomes. We'll just end the stream here, okay? Uh, Thank you for your final words. Thank you for the panel for being there for almost 2.5 years, 2.5 hours, and the chat as well.
Eighth cup of coffee for that, bro.
Till we see you guys soon. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye.
What was that, guys?